Originally we were supposed to be here and we're supposed to feel the rage, but instead, maybe we got Olympic-like ceremony closing coverage of this weekend because we have three individuals. Well, one individual we haven't seen here in quite a while. It is his show, after all. He is a boogeyman of the Midwest. He is a hardcore god, and he famously said yesterday he'll sleep when he's dead. Maybe that's when he's beating people up, and maybe that's what he's going to talk about here. I'm kind of tongue-twisted in that. Then we've got a man that I've seen before here and there, but I get a chance to talk to him a little bit. He's definitely a Samoan dragon. He's definitely somebody that I'm sure the bloodline could use right now after Jacob Fatu being injured. I'll leave that in a little while. And then a man that I was asking if he's still a popular monster, a popular heel monster, but whatever it is, he is the reigning defending IMF World Heavyweight Champion. They are institutions on this platform, especially Omen and Soldier GP. And, I wasn't going to give them the introduction, but you know what? I got to give them the introduction. You know why? Because James Taylor was here to kick things off. And, obviously these guys have a long history at James Taylor. And somewhere James Taylor is watching and he would be saying, if they didn't get that introduction, he would go, what? But, we have to give them that introduction because, after all, it is Omen Black's show. He is the boogeyman of the Midwest. And Soldier GP, well, I certainly don't want to turn into Felix Jones. I certainly don't want to get in the middle of him and Justin Parsley. I'm sure it'll be Thursday's show. I'm sure certainly there'll be some sinning men. And Il Drago, well, he's one of the biggest up-and-coming stars. And he's got a match out there that's got, I think, 1,000+ views, him and Joe Stone. So I certainly don't want to get in his crosshairs with his high-flying skills, especially after what I've seen in Summer Bash. And I am wearing the Summer Bash shirt, by the way. Thanks, guys, for the shirt. So let's give them an introduction because I was watching a Vice documentary. I'll get into that, why that's important. So ladies and gentlemen, give them the introduction that they've deserved. Obviously, these three men have helped build the All Wrestling Matters movement, and these three men have obviously, well, they're the reason why I'm still here, and well, maybe somebody else would be in a different chair, but let's give them that introduction that they deserve in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the only platform where all wrestling matters. So with that, without further ado, here on the Sports Report. Number one, Cable Sports Show. He's the Samoan Dragon, one of the up-and-coming stars in the backyard and the underground wrestling circuit. His name is, simply put, and the reigning, defending IMF World Heavyweight Champion. His name is, simply put, and the man, it is his show after all. It is his platform. That platform he owns. He, simply put, the hardcore god, the boogeyman of the Midwest. Simply put, Omen Black. Fellas, how you doing? I was supposed to have Isaiah Rage here, but this card's subject to change, but I got 3 for the price of 1. So I'm not complaining, but long time no talk for some of you guys. And what's going on tonight?
Tom, you got really animated with those intros. So
yeah, I'm trying something different. I think apparently Copper Dragon saw one of them on TikTok, and Mr. Hardcore, who's obviously the right-hand man once upon a time of Mr. Copper Dragon and the old GWC Intensity, our future Atlanta Pro Wrestling general manager. He's like, I really like the new intro, so I'm trying some different styles. I mean, James seemed to like it. James's lights were going off in different ways. I tried it with Aaron Blaze. He seemed to like it. So, yeah, I'm trying a new variation because obviously I'm trying to get fired off the air, Omen. So I figured I try the new intro. I try something different. Maybe that's how you can replace me with Silverwolf.
Tom, you're not going anywhere. You can quit asking every time to be replaced with Adonis, Silverwolf, Tyler R., Craven Rage. It doesn't matter. You're not going anywhere.
Well, right now I'm not at the moment, but I never say never.
But you're my greatest employee. But hey, I need a payment for that shirt, buddy. By the way, the gift's not free.
I'm sure I could afford it. If you saw last night's show with Aaron Blaze, I just randomly brought out like $50,000 in cash, and people were like, "Oh, really?"
I pay you good. I know your paychecks are.
Well, let's just say I wasn't a trust fund baby, but it was a lot of years and a lot of good things happened. But it's not about that. What brings you here tonight, gentlemen?
Well, see, when we found out that Rage had canceled on you,
yes, he did.
We said we figured we wouldn't wait until Thursday to tell our big show. If anybody follows us on Facebook, they saw that we posted that we had some moment, a moment. We have a chance for a life-changing moment of our lives, and it's his show. So go ahead, Omen. I'll let you announce.
I got
it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yes, I did see it on Facebook. You tagged me on it, and I shared it. But yes, what's going on here? That I actually don't know this announcement. Believe it or not, because I think I said this. You heard this on when Craven was here. That I really don't like to know the surprises. So what brings you here, and what was this announcement about for those that are listening and watching here in prime time?
Tom, there's one thing that's a similar trait between all these underground and backyard companies. The venue. They've always been in one place. Either it's the WCE yard, the ROEW garage, or TVW's, whatever the fuck you want to call that.
DBW in that little basement hall they're in. DBW, yeah.
See, that's not IMF anymore. Obviously, when we started out, we were in a backyard. Now we were in Palo, or the community center.
Yes.
And we also have the IMF dungeon where we shoot a couple videos here and there.
I've heard a little bit about that, actually. I have heard through the grapevine from a man that's bound in blood. He's told me about the dungeon, right? You guys did a little match there or something like that, right, with Jordan Nets?
Yeah. But now, downtown in the heart of Cedar Rapids, we have a venue, and it's going to be the newest home to IMF. And it is called the IMF Performance Center.
Whoa, really? So wait, time out for a second. You mean to tell me you guys are going downtown in the heart of the city with your own performance center?
That's going to be the home of IMF. Right there, right in the middle of downtown Cedar Rapids, Iowa. We're on the bar strip where all these popping bars in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, will have all the traffic throughout the weekend and week.
Oh my goodness! Well. I mean, this really. You want to talk about game changing? I mean, this totally. I mean, this. Forget about the St. Paul's gym, or forget about whatever basement hall they're in DBW, and I mean, forget about all the places, resurrections in different places, different times. There's all these other places that are in the PAPW arena and TF Crew. I mean, all these other places that are in places, but you've got the place that's the place.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are friends with me on Facebook, but if you go to my Facebook, it's literally on my story. That's the venue. That's the whole venue. You'll see it somewhere halfway the story. I posted a lot today. But in the half of my story, you'll see our whole floor. We have the whole floor. It's the 5th floor called the Law Building. We have the entire floor, not just one.
Not to be confused with Jacksonville, right? Not to be confused with Jacksonville.
Who?
I'll move on.
No, we have the entire floor, not just a room, not just a couple rooms. entire 5th floor. That's all of ours. And
wow, that's really cool. Actually, that's really, like I said, changes the game. You guys are in the center of the city. You're near major
a lot of
shopping
opportunity.
That's really cool. That's congratulations, first of all. I mean, congratulations to go from when I first saw you guys on James's show over a year and a half ago to now being in the heart of the city. Wow, that's definitely. I didn't see that one coming, to tell you the truth, because I didn't read your Facebook story today because I was getting ready to go on James Taylor's show with James and him.
We're truly blessed where we are today. Like I said, a lot of these guys like this place to have one venue or one option. There's a couple that have two, like the St. Paul Gym and Fletcher's Backyard. But I think IMF's the only place to have 4 places.
Yeah, I mean, Resi has rotating places. You never know where Resi is. I mean,
I guess they have the live shows and
Resi's
whoever's backyard that is. I'm not Resi. I love Resi. Shout out to Joseph Tibbs, by the way. But
and Joseph had an announcement, by the way, earlier today where if you want to get your own trading card, he can actually make your own trading card and give you up to 100 of them for $50. That's actually pretty interesting. So
yeah.
He's pretty.
Shout out to Joseph Tibbs, man. He's killing it.
He's here next Thursday. Yep, they're here next Thursday. Yep, he's here to talk about that.
Shout out to all those guys in Resi. They're all killing it.
Well, don't mention Xavier Thorne because I don't think he's on the roster anymore. Okay, I'll move on.
Okay.
Boy, okay. I think it's
we've been kind of called the ECW of Iowa.
And I've heard you mention that here and other places. I've heard you talk about that.
This venue that we got is it resembles the heart of ECW. When you think ECW, what venue do you think of?
I think of the ECW arena. That's what I think about. In Philadelphia, I think about the old Elks Lodge in Queens, the Hammerstein Ballroom. There was 3 to 4 arenas in ECW that you thought. Those 3, the ECW arena in Philadelphia, the Elks Lodge, and the Hammerstein Ballroom. Yep.
This may be no ballroom, but hell, this is pretty damn close. It's not big, but it's close.
No, you know what? I mean, listen, to have a venue is a big deal. You always want to have a place, and you guys got a couple of them. And, first of all, congratulations to all 3 of you guys. I mean, he never stops, and you guys have proven that. And I think it's a credit to the roster that you guys have. You've assembled a lot of great up-and-coming talent, guys that are from different places in the circuit that we're going to see this Thursday. That we're going to talk a lot about that. And, congratulations to everybody on the roster. I'm going to put up the IMF YouTube page in a second. But congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you. No, we really appreciate it. All of us have put in the hard work in. Some more than others. But I'm going to say that it's a teamwork thing. Teamwork makes the dream work. And
that's it. Listen, that was always the line, and it's great to see that you guys are progressing this far. That means I can see more of the Samoan Dragon in the big city, and I can see guys like Ox McCoy, who reigns in blood, is bound in blood. We can see Soldier GP more in action. Justin Parsley maybe in action a little more. Justin Parsley, the PWF champion.
I'm going to act like you didn't say that.
Well, I actually, if you want, I could actually bring up I used it in James's when James was here yesterday. And I was going to say, actually, do you think that Justin Parsley looks like David Spade?
He looks like a goofier version of Freddie Mercury.
I don't know about that one.
I have a picture. You'll be on my side.
You should send it to him.
I'll show you later, Tom.
Thank you very much. So, fellas, what do you want to say? Anything else you guys want to say? What's on your minds right now about this and anything else?
Oh, Drago, what do you think? I don't know. Talking. Time to pass the baton to someone else.
All right. So, what we plan on doing with the building, though, what we plan on doing with the floor, is we're gonna have our own venue there. He's got the guy that wants to, the guy that is sponsoring IMF to be there. He's got 150 to 200 seats, bucket seats from a hockey arena that we're gonna set up in there, so he can the place is long enough. We can fit about 100 people in there, 150 people. Plus, and then he's gonna block off the back part. We're gonna wall it off. Right now, it's just gutted. but we're fix it up. He said we could have it ready by November. So our November show, Dirty Deeds, is going to be the first show in the new venue.
Congratulations.
So
that's just
the layout of the place is we're going to have spots so when people come, like when they come to wrestle for us, you guys can don't have to worry about paying for hotel because there's going to be an area in the performance center where you guys can stay.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't know that's an issue from the guys that travel outside of the IMF. That let's say
No,
Joe
it's no issue at all.
No, it's not an issue. It's just like some of them do
It's
stay
even
the
cheaper for
weekend.
some people.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I don't know that this. I'm obviously not there, but okay. That's so that everything's centered in that location, so everybody can basically, be right there. That's really cool.
No more
That's
getting
really,
hotels or Airbnbs once we're done with getting it renovated.
well, that's awesome.
Like-
That's really cool. I think that's changes the game. First of all, congratulations, and that's the IMF YouTube page. So if you're here for the first
I
time,
appreciate it.
go hit the sub button for them. They got 2,000 plus subscribers, and they've got a lot of stuff on there. And Il Drago, obviously, good to see you, my friend. And what's this do for you? I mean, you've obviously had a lot of upside. A lot of people I speak to in the circuit talk about you. And what does this do for you to motivate you in terms of what you're obviously looking to accomplish here?
It definitely makes me want to come up there more. Definitely more venues, more
You're a real
places to
Samoan.
wrestle, more fans to connect with. Palu seems to love the Samoan, so
It's Palo.
Palo, it don't really matter. Fans are fans. But
I'm
no,
sorry, I had to correct you, Oos. I'm feeling.
Don't
I'm
feel too
oozing.
bad.
Yeah.
Aaron Blaze corrected me on spelling or pronunciations in his company yesterday with and I'm sure he's here. I'm even going to try to pronounce it. Phantasmo, Voldemort, whatever it was.
Voldemort.
No, not quite. But I really want to make sure.
I'm a big Harry Potter fan.
No, well, YBW actually does have
Yes,
their last show actually had 2,000 views almost. They're doing really well, and I had asked Aaron about that, but that's great stuff here from Aaron, and we thank Il Drago on that. And just again, I really feel like Il Drago, it's good to have you here also because it's good to hear your perspective on things because you have been one of these guys. I really feel like that you're on the precipice of having a big second half of the year in 2024. Do you feel the same way and such?
Oh yeah, I do. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I take I made a post earlier this year. It was about Rise from the Flames. It was about one of my shirts. It's about one of my childhood memories of going through a lot of pain and one of the traumas that I went through as a child. But I as I progress more in IMF, it feels more so that I'm rising from the flames or the essence of where I came from. And I can tell you what I say lately. I've been doing my own thing in IMF. I've been waiting to do things that I've been waiting to show everybody else, just like you, the fans, obviously everyone on the roster. So they're not just worried about a Samoan. They're more worried about me in their face than just watching the matches, seeing the views, seeing the lights. I want them to feel the intensity of not just the culture of my wrestling and the style of what I do, but just the stories that I leave in the ring. So I will say with the new venues that pretty soon, maybe so, I might be getting gold in IMF. And I might be taking somebody's gold away from them. It don't matter who. Just matters who's in the way of the Samoan Dragon.
Are you talking to him?
If they stand a chance.
Talking to him?
No, I'm not just. I say anybody.
He said any gold.
That's not very Oosty.
Well, he was, but he didn't say a name specifically. I'm going to cut him some slack because he said
There he goes.
any belt.
It's kind of wolfy.
I'm curious. I'm curious on this, Il Drago, because I'm not going to obviously ask you about the personal history, but I'll talk about the Samoan history because that's obviously such a thing in wrestling. I talk about this all the time on shows. Before, everybody would say, the Hart family, but I think the Samoan, the Inoue family, all that Samoan heritage probably right now takes the cake right now, especially in who's on top. in the wrestling world, in certainly WWE and some other places. We had Tarzan Duran on. He obviously wrestled Jacob Fatu, who's one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. I'm curious, do you get asked a lot by people, whether it's in Palo, whether it's in the IMF or just other places, about the Samoan heritage? Because I mean, you're basically like, in a way, aligned to a dynasty. I mean, it's the greatest dynasty in wrestling history, and being a Samoan. Do you get asked a lot about that and such? I'd just be curious for the audience.
Yeah,
It's
I get
Paolo.
asked. So
It's Paolo.
I'm more, I'm more than just Samoan, but I have a lot more Samoan than what I grew up knowing. Recently, what I found out. But a lot of times people do ask me if I'm really Samoan or Hawaiian, or if I have that type of Polynesian in me. Most of the time, people ask me if I'm a Fatu or a Naue, or if they know if I'm related. And I usually joke around. I'm like, oh, it's a 1 in 30 chance I might be. You never know.
Wait, you're
Truly,
Samoan?
I don't know my family, my traditional cultural lineage in Samoan. So that's why I kind of in my vignette, I kind of said a little bit. I'm kind of creating my own my own pathway for my bloodline, my own family, and the people that I take in as family for my bloodline and dynasty.
Wait, you're Samoan?
Oh, I'm the
I
real.
thought you were Puerto Rican.
Oh no.
Hold on, before we go back on the Drago, no offense, Drago. Mac 10, kiss my ass.
Wait, what's the problem with Mac 10 now? Did Mac 10 say something on Sports?
He's in the comments. Omen sucks, and Soldier kiss my butt. Be an adult. Cuss. You fucking goof.
No, I give him credit because he knows that he's going in 2 weeks from now. He's going to Massachusetts to the All Wrestling Matters Hardcore Tournament, and he knows that he's obviously wanting to make sure that he's on.
Kato's gonna kick your ass.
What's that?
Kato's gonna kick his ass.
Well, they've got different opponents, but I'm sure they'll meet up with each other. Kato and Mac 10 are like peas in a pod. I mean, there's no question about those things, but they have different opponents. I mean, Kato's got Stephen Havoc, and Mac 10's got D Savage.
I know Kato has a woman, and shout out to Naomi.
Yes.
You're gonna be Kato's bitch.
We've certainly had this. This has been a discussion on prior Sportswire shows, but something tells me in this particular tournament they're actually aligned because they're both Resurrection stars. So their goal is to have Resurrection bring home the All Wrestling Matters Hardcore Championship. Well, it would be. I think I would support that because Mac 10 says he will win and Kato won't. But that's still good for Resi. But that's. Well, I'll get to some of the comments. Yeah, I wanted to ask you one more question on kind of the whole Samoan thing. I'm curious on this, Il Drago. I don't know if you could maybe answer this, but I've always been fascinated with this. Why do you think that the Samoan almost heritage has just been so dominant in wrestling throughout decades? Is it because of where a lot of Samoans live, or is it because of just a certain, I don't know, like interest in wrestling? Why have they been just so dominant? They're almost like Canadians in hockey, and they're just almost like Europeans in football around the world. Why have Samoans just been so dominant throughout time in wrestling?
I'll give you 3 things that I've observed personally from talking to other Samoans and people of the nature of being Samoan and having family who are wrestlers, is the connectivity, the loyalty, and the consistency. Usually, like a lot of people, when people get old, no offense to anybody out there, but usually
you can defend. We're on Sportswire. That's all we do here. You can defend. Go ahead.
Yeah. Usually, when a lot of other different people get old, they usually try and tend to pass down the lineage torch, or they want to be remembered for the lineage. And what I've realized, like what I'm still learning about the Samoan culture, is it's all about the future of everything. So that's why, like, the whole storyline of me getting my Ula Falas eventually isn't just for me. It's for maybe if my kids later down the road want to pick it up and do wrestling, or somebody joins IMF who else is Samoan and could become a Us down the line with me. Is they're, for one, the decades. So the history, the time, and not only the connection with how many places and other places they wrestle at, but the loyalty that they gave. A long time ago, it wasn't too long ago, I think it was the Rock's grandma, second grandma, was throwing a big wrestling promotion. and she tried getting a circuit of where this is an event where a whole bunch of wrestlers from different parts of the world came and wrestled.
Summer Bash.
Well, not quite, but I mean, obviously, Allentown, Pennsylvania, I think was where a lot of the promotions were based in. I think because a couple, I mean, Big Tex might even know. I think was it Richard Forsey, I think, or somebody that was just there, or somebody. I think it was D. Well, D Savage had Lance Inoue. He just worked the show with him. So there's definitely certain spots of the country that have that, history, but that's some really fascinating stuff. And I want to obviously thank everybody here that's in the chat, but I want to give the news here for people, if you're tuning in for the first time, is that the IMF will now have an IMF Performance Center. They'll have shows to run there starting in the month of November. That'll be in downtown Cedar Rapids, beautiful Cedar Rapids, Iowa. They're going to have their own IMF Performance Center right in the middle of everything, near shopping, near restaurants, bars. So it'll be accessible to so many different places. So if you want to wrestle for the IMF, you want to feel like you can come in and be here for the weekend, whatever it might be, and get a chance to taste all the things that Cedar Rapids has to offer, all you have to do is hit the guys up. They're on a number of different platforms. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. They're on YouTube. They're on TikTok. I'm going to pull up the YouTube link back up here shortly. And definitely, please go out there and support them. We are here joined by three of their superstars. Of course, Il Drago, the Samoan Dragon. Omen Black. It is his show and platform after all. I'm really trying to get fired tonight, but I don't think this is going to be the night I get fired. But Omen Black, it is his show. He's the boogeyman of the Midwest. Here. I'm stuck for life, but I'm going to have to forever break the chains, to quote a Don Dawkins song, but not about Don Dawkins. We got Soldier GP. He's the IMF World Champion. And yes, I am the Reverend Tom Bryce. And let me get to some comments. I do have a lot of comments, and I want to get to the comments, let the people speak. Because last night with Aaron Blaze, I had so many, I made the mistake of letting them build up, and then we were here for 3 hours. So let me get to some of the comments. Zilla's in the house now. Maybe Zilla, would you invite Zilla to Cedar Rapids? Obviously, Zilla's been a staple in Sportswire these past couple of months.
I don't trust robots, so.
What do you have against robots? That was Atomic Titan.
I don't trust bots. I don't trust bots.
So. Atomic Titan was the AI version.
Have you ever seen iRobot? Scary.
I have. Yes,
scary stuff.
Yes, I was reminded today I need to see Borderlands, but that's a different conversation for a different time. My buddy Aaron Blaze, of course, the newest member of the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. He joins you guys in that, wants to say hello. My friend out there from Tennessee, how's everyone doing? I'm doing great right now. I'm having a good time. And yes, Rage had a scheduling conflict. He had a last-minute emergency, and we will get him back on in a different time in a different place. But as I stated, 3 for the price of 1. I'm not complaining, and Omen doesn't want me to get fired, so I'm going to have to complain all
This is like
night
the
long.
DMV, my guy. Like, you're stuck here in line.
I've only been to the DMV a couple of times in my life, and that was obviously New York. DMV is like the worst place.
You got ticket 502, and I'm only up to number 3. So,
that means I'm here.
You're got a while.
Till death do us part. But also, yes, we are good, Aaron. I want to say a little to Mr. Darkron. Thank you, guys. Thank you to everybody at Summer Bash for the awesome shirt and the kind note. I'll post that when we're off the air. Evening, fellas. Yes, card subject to change. It definitely does. Nicholas Crenton, who is my guest Thursday on the show, he'll be back here once again this Thursday. Good evening. Hope all is well, gents. And Nicholas Crenton, I heard through the grapevine, had a shiner earlier in his match this weekend, which will air, I'm sure, in a couple of weeks from now. But I'm not going to tell you who wins or loses, unlike the man that was in the match that was here a couple of weeks ago. But the good news is Nicholas Crenton is here. And
I heard something about WCE. I heard that for some reason they're in the Twilight Zone over there. That
what do you mean?
Ray Oos and Prince Charles had the best match.
Well, I guess the viewership is back in W. I mean, it seems to me WC is on the road back. I mean,
hey, shout out to Ray Oos, by the way. He's the only one I like him from Racine. So shout out to Ray Oos and all WC except for Craig.
Well, I will say Ray has some potential. I don't know if he had the best match. I haven't seen the match. I think that there was some things he can do in the ring that are very good, and other things I think that he still needs some improvements on. But who am I to judge? But we'll find out when they release, the 3rd anniversary celebration show, Rise to the Occasion. We'll certainly see. But WC seems to be on an uptick for the first time in a long time. Yes. Jovi was here. Jovi did great. Crenson was here. We had a couple of good moments on the air. We have more coverage ahead with the guys. So,
And Craven Rage declared himself as being world champion before the match even came out.
well, that's
awesome
why.
stuff.
Well, that's why I've basically put the hammer down and said, basically, Craven Rage is got to go take a back seat, and we need the guys that can come on here and represent the company. Because if you want the company to go down and be burned to the ground, that's the way you do it. But thankfully, the last couple of weeks, if you've noticed, WC has gained some subs and gained some new viewers again.
You know, that's good. You know what? I'm doing my favorite superstar from WC's impression right now. I'm Silverwolf smoking on air.
Do you know? Do you know that actually Jake Dvorak was supposed to go on there, but he thankfully canceled? I just realized on my face, it popped up on my Facebook timeline. That was the smartest thing anybody's done this year in the backyard.
Shout out to Jake Dvorak. Yes. No, but you know, I wish that Tarzan didn't go on there because Tarzan looked like he was having a horrible time.
Well, Tarzan was probably out of his mind. Doesn't even remember he went on there, though. I mean, let's be fair.
Thank God.
I mean, Tarzan remembers. He remembered he came on Sportswire because I posted a clip on Instagram that has like 700 views. So if he forgot about my appearance, he was reminded about it on Instagram. But I don't think on that one he's going to remember that one anytime soon. So
by the way, that's a name you don't want to forget about for IMF. Tarzan Duran, don't forget about that real quick.
Hey, I've heard Rad Dad Radley Belmont is looking for places to go. I've heard.
I'm not saying when Tarzan or Rad Dad or wherever, but hey, it's in the talk, so.
Well, Rad Dad's here in 3 weeks. He's back on the platform. He's got a lot to say. He's going to talk about his obviously runs in GTS. He's going to talk about the future and his career, and he's going to be here in 3 weeks to join you fellas in the Hall of Fame. I spoke to Rad Dad quite a bit earlier this week, and he was, very impressed with you guys. Obviously, Sean Jovi, he's very close with. He's, Mr. Jovi talks a lot about you guys in the IMF, and Mr. Rad Dad definitely knows what you're doing out there.
I wish my dad was as rad as him, but.
Well, I have to say, I did tell him he should grow his hair back a little bit, which he seemed not to be too amused about. So we'll see if he holds that against me when he's here in 3 weeks. Because I did think the hair needs to grow a little longer again because it looks a little, I don't know, old. I'm going to get shot for that one, but that's on me. Hell yeah. Congrats, gentlemen. Also, want to say hello to Mr. Hardcore from Future Atlanta Pro Wrestling. They've got a big show coming up. We got a couple of guys coming on here. We've got a couple of guys already on here. Andre Anamali, what an appearance that was. Vegas Storm, the Heart of a Warrior. And Mr. Hardcore, I had an in-depth conversation with earlier this morning, which might come in handy tomorrow night because I believe Anthony Steele's making his return. And there's something I'm actually going to ask Anthony Steele about that might, well, let's just say change things also, maybe in the backyard circuit. Who knows, though? Who knows, really? But congratulations on the venue upgrade. TBK is in the house, and this is right here why these dudes always have my support. They refuse to settle for the same old, and are making significant strides in the sport they love. Congrats, boys. 4 up, 4 down. Hashtag well said. Good to see TBK. We had him here Friday on the show. Talked a little bit of WWE and more. Yes, Zilla says hello to all of you. Zilla, it was funny earlier.
Can I say something to TBK? I know it's preseason, but my Eagles beat your Ravens.
This is why I don't root for the Birds team, so I just cannot get in the middle of the crossfire. But let's move away from that. Zilla's in the house, and Zilla wants to congratulate all of you guys, which is funny because when James was here, James was getting upset because Zilla was congratulating Big Man Cam, and James was like, well, I don't think that's a good idea. And then she was asking James why she shouldn't cheer for BYW, and then, that turned into an interesting conversation. Hello to Halo here. Hello, Halo. I hope you're doing well. I hope you hit the sub button for us at Sportswire Radio 6579. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. That's going to be the day I finally get fired on Sportswire Radio, and that's going to be the day that Omen Black will smoke that cigarette and light me up, almost light me up. That we'll be remembering it till the end of time, and that'll be the Roast of Tom Bryce show. So we're almost there, and hit the sub button for me, Halo, and maybe you can play Gears of War online. Who knows? Want to say hello to Mr. Tyler Fury. Tyler was here a couple of weeks ago, and I have Mr. Nolan McDermott coming on here 2 weeks from this Wednesday, and maybe he'll be on your show on All Out Warfare. I think Tyler said he might be there next Saturday. It's coming up, or is he not going to be there? We don't know yet. Okay, stay tuned.
I heard he has a tag team title match. Him and his teammate, they're the Furious Tees. They have a tag team title match.
I believe that's Thomas McEntee as well, who's supposed to be on his way to Sportswire, but I forgot when he's coming on. Too many people at this point asked to come on Sportswire, so I forget the dates. Jack Delta actually said that, my problems. I said, yeah, pretty much, but you can get a pass. Drake Golddragon, who's going to be in the house. He's going to be on your show. I saw coming up here this Saturday. Drake Gold Dragon, a man who wrestled Moose. I heard he wrestled Moose. Interesting.
I'm picking him up from the airport. We're picking him up from the airport Friday night.
Wow, that's very kind of you. What a gentleman, soldier, picking up your guest and your team.
More than a guest, that's foundation members.
I saw it at the expense of Anthony Steele, a man you guys have such a long history with, unfortunately. Anthony, by the way, did you guys? I'm sure you guys didn't see it, but Resurrection, you'll all get a laugh at this. So Resurrection posted their most recent show, although it should have been posted like a month ago, but that's a different conversation for a different time. So when Anthony came out for his match against Xavier Thorne, whoever did the match card spelled Anthony Steele wrong. Anthony Steele.
Hey, that happens a lot because it happened. I guess it happened here in Summer Bash too. Joe, when he came out for his match, it spelled Anthony Stell.
Yeah,
so, maybe he should change his name. Change the name.
You know what? I don't know. Maybe it's a recurring theme. Who knows? But want to say hello to Mr. Big Man Cam, who obviously is the center of things always. He is apparently, he may or may not be the ROEW champion. James Taylor says no. Big Man Cam says yes. But he does say Matthew Gray Goober, actually. I think he's referencing Justin Parsley. He's referencing Justin Parsley there. So that's a conversation. Yeah, but Big Man Cam's in the house, and Big Man Cam is obviously as big as Bigfoot, and he still has some issues with you guys. And apparently...
I'm not worried about him.
No, you're not. He made short work of Jack Delta, though, in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, well, we're not Jack Delta, so...
That's true, too, but he's also...
I eliminated him in the Rumble.
Yes, but he also said that he is the ROEW champion.
I'm the IMF champion.
I'm not getting in the middle of that because I hear through the grapevine that there's another Big Man Cam cameo debuting on Sportswire tomorrow or Tuesday. So I've heard that Big Man Cam has been so kind enough to give me another cameo. He likes coming on Sportswire so much that he wants to give me another cameo. What a gentleman. I guess he's fighting you guys tooth and nail, for my support. But actually, I'm going to. No, not really. Not really. He doesn't want my support. He doesn't need it. Omen versus Drago 1-on-1. What do you think about that? That's an interesting matchup. What do you say? That could be like a Halo-like game.
You answer first.
What do you mean?
You're on guest on my show. You answer first.
We had something at Summer Bash. You still owe me one, Oos.
Listen here, Oos. You couldn't handle it.
You dropped out and I flew over the top rope. Come on now.
Oh, you sound like Big Man Cam now. Come on.
Well, I'd rather
leave Big Man Cam alone
than be eliminated. There you go.
Well, if you want to watch some,
I eliminated you like Cam.
If you want to watch some of it, that's the IMF's YouTube page. $10 on Jovi trying to sleep in the ring. Is that accurate?
Funny thing about it too, if you get rid of that comment real quick.
Which one?
That one right there.
Yes.
You see Parsley's face in that thumbnail? That's what he really looks like.
Oh, let me pull it up here. Now,
Sleazy.
I can't call him. He's the PWF champion. We actually own that PWF together, sir. Now, I don't necessarily think I could, call this young man sleazy. What I could say is he looks like David Spade. I don't know what it is about the haircut, the mustache, the look. James Taylor even agreed with me. He goes, yeah, you know what? He does look like David Spade.
It might be the forehead, Tom.
He's got a big forehead. Is it because of maybe spending a lot of time in XCW? Is that maybe why that's contributed to his big forehead, or something else?
Probably so.
I'm glad somebody said that, not me. But I'll leave this picture up for a few minutes. He is our PWF champion and a 4-time Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can.
I owe you. Well, I will in a second. I owe you guys multiple Hall of Fame inductions, so we'll do that soon. Yep, you know what it is. Shout out to Dirty. And also, TBK wanted to say correcting people on pronunciation isn't very oozy there, Omen. Yeah,
but I want them to do the better them. So that is very oozy. If I want to correct him, so he could be the better him.
Well, to quote Pearl Jam, you try to make them the better man, yeah, the better man, yeah, the better man. And okay, well, I'm not trying singing, but
it's my city. That's my home. Like I gotta correct people. It's Palo.
I see. I've said Palo for the last 7 months. That's the one I've gotten right. I got that right. Hello there. Thank you. Thank you for that one. Hi to Mac 10. Yes, we got that comment already. Yeah. Zilla already is going and calling Big Man Cam the ROBW World Heavyweight Champion. Zilla, stay tuned to Sportswire over the next 2 days. You might actually see something related to that. And he does love you guys, by the way. Shout out to my buddy Big Tex, who I hope finds a way to, come back onto Sportswire soon. He says he wants to say good evening, doesn't want to interrupt. You're never interrupting. Shout out to the boys and DBW. We've got a lot of big shows ahead and
doing Summer Smash.
It's like
Summer
a
Smash.
like a smash burger, almost like a smash burger.
No, I don't want to say much, but it's kind of funny how we did Summer Bash with blue and pink color scheme, and now DBW's doing Summer Smash and blue and pink color scheme. So
DBW,
it's whatever.
That's DBW for you. DBW for you. Also, yes, Alpha Junior, aka Samu for you, WWE Mark, which I always think it's funny when they say the marks. Yes, Samu, definitely a legend. Also, Omen, your WWE 2K character is spot on.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, I think I knew something about that. Yes, BPW Battleground Pro Wrestling. By the way, speaking of Rages, I want to give you guys a big shout out. Craven Rage is in the house. Obviously, Craven Rage. He's a WC World Champion.
You're gonna move on.
Craven Rage. He's not speaking on sports, but he's not spoiling anything. He didn't spoil anything this time tonight. You have to. I'm giving him a pass. He didn't spoil anything.
Move on, Tom.
Mac 10 said he hates Cedar Rapids and then speed
on,
trap.
Tom.
Okay, fair enough. Boy, I got a lot of comments here. I knew the Peanut Gallery would come out tonight. Hey, Zilla, that's right. The real ROEW champion is up in here. Also, Mac 10 said, oh, and I found out who Zilla is, the big AI computer that Elon put in Memphis. Is that true? Is that really true? Battlefield. Yes, I think I read that right. Also, I don't know what the one of reference is. Also, CJ Black wants to remind you that smoking is bad for you. And he
already said that.
But he calls you a Silver Wolf wannabe now.
I said I was doing a Silver Wolf impression by smoking on StreamYard.
Yes, and he wanted to just let you know that. And obviously
I was really good at it because he thought I was Silver Wolf. So,
well,
I win.
Hey, he's just being a good guy. Gee.
Well, I mean, he
He's
seems
just
to be
saying,
good guy like advice, it seems, according to Big Man Cam.
I just feel like he's being overshadowed by BYW.
What do you mean, though? You saw what they just did to Jack Delta. You saw the trouble they've been causing. James said, "How about JX? Has he been seen? Is he on a milk carton somewhere in Cedar Rapids?" A serious question. Asking a friend out there, where is JX these days? He hasn't been heard in like weeks.
I'd rather not speak of that name.
He's scared because he knows what's coming for him this Saturday.
Since Summer Bash, I don't think he's been seen or heard from anywhere. I don't even think he's been on social media. Is he alive? Is he okay?
No, I don't want to talk about that worthless piece of
shit. And I
shit.
noticed that also he was on Jason Storm and CJ Black had him on trial. It was the trial of JX. And since Summer Bash, I mean, maybe he read the tea leaves to actually come to Palo and square off with you guys and show up there. Not the same as Breen and Bremen, right?
No.
Let's get I'll move on. I see you getting mad. Let's move on. We're having fun tonight. That's what counts, right? Best two matches from Rise to the Occasion: Ray Oos and Prince Charles and Jonathan Pierce and Sean Jovi. And I won't spoil the outcome of one of them because I already know one of them because one of the guys posted on Facebook. But
like an idiot.
Well, that's but at least he didn't do it on Sportswire, so I'm going to give him a pass. So I'm going to say shout out to him. I can't blame him. He at least didn't do it on Sportswire. But that's here nor there. We'll have more WCE coverage toward the end of the month. Speaking of Hall of Fame, yes, that's definitely going to happen soon with Mac 10. I obviously somebody wants to AI create me and get everybody on here. Silver Wolf, and he put the O's. I don't know what is this. What is
those
the O?
boobs?
Little boobs.
Oh, but he doesn't have any boobs. He doesn't have man boobs. He doesn't have anything. He does. You want to see boobs? I mean, you obviously, for some people out there, you have to go somewhere and actually look for it. It's not going to be.
I bet Silver Wolf's man boobs are even cross-eyed.
You know what? We're going to move on here. We're a family station. We are going to certainly move on. If you like to see those things, go and find someone that might have them.
Oh,
yes.
Back to what I was going to say. When I said CJ was overshadowed, Big McCann's obviously champion.
Yes.
Jason Storm's champion. Where's CJ Black's belt?
He's
I
the
mean-
7-star superstar though, who's been rated 7 stars twice by Cover Bag. No, you're not. What's wrong with that?
That's help with someone else though. But like, where's his acknowledgement being champion? All I saw was Jason Storm, Big Man Can up in the front lines. While
I'll tell you what. He's going to be here in a few weeks with him and Jacob Collins. You can certainly bring that up in the chat when he's here, but maybe he's just being a good guy. I don't know. Maybe he's just being a good guy.
he looks scared. He looks scared of Big Man Cam.
Would you not be scared of Big Man Cam if you were
Can't
around?
relate.
Well, CJ Black doesn't have your height and size, sir. He's 6'17", Big Man Cam with a size 39.
But you just said he's a 7-star superstar.
Yes, not once but twice. But let's move on. Saints 1-2. Let's go. Saints won. Yes, congratulations to the New Orleans Saints. That's a good start for them, but it doesn't count. But it's still good enough. The only part of the statement that matters is it's preseason. Laughing my ass off. Tom, I got gears on the PC. I'll have to practice it up. See, somebody got the gears.
He won't be talking that. He won't be talking that shit after December 1st because December 1st we play again.
Oh wow.
So, I'll wait until December 2nd to run my mouth because he ain't gonna beat us in the season either.
Well, time will tell. I suppose. I guess only time will have to tell, and that's certainly the case. And I'll get to some more comments because I got plenty of them here. Boy, the comment section's filled with them. I told the editor to do it, so the rope did. Okay, the rope did. Okay, thank you for the reference. But Omen, you'd be gassed too if you came out number 2. You lasted less time than I did, which he's a point he's made here in prior shows.
I went number 1 in our Rumble, and I made it all the way to the Final 4. So
true, but Big Man Cam wasn't in that Rumble. That was his vantage point.
So I had Prince of Chia, Tron Jovi, Mephisto. Do I need to continue? I had Isaiah
Damian
Rage,
Saint.
Drago, Damian Saint, Felix, Jordan, Jason, even Freddie.
Do Felix and Justin still look like each other?
Yeah.
I thought IMF was Thursday. Well, we thought so too, but we got them here now because Isaiah Rage had, a last-minute cancellation. But 3 for the price of 1, and that is James Taylor, a man that you have quite a history with. Two of the 3 of you, more than Mr. Drago, with all due respect. But Mr. Taylor,
we've been in the, I guess, in contact with James Taylor. So just keep an eye on REW very soon.
Oh, really? Okay. Because
I
James.
Don't want to spoil anything, but
Well, James is here Tuesday night again because he has another announcement to make. He kind of made an announcement tonight, but he said basically he'll make the announcement further on Tuesday. He's here at 10:30 Eastern time in your spot. So I have this guy on, Max the Hammer. He's a tag team partner of Andrew Lovelace. So it could go. Let's just say it could be either a mid conversation or it could be, who knows, but tune in and find out. Let's just put it that way. Let's put it that way. It could be interesting or who knows. But in the meantime, let's move on. Shout out to him. And I thank him for sharing some of the links on social media recently. Big boy Cam, you got till Tuesday. Well, James is here Tuesday. Throwdown is taking place Tuesday. Yep, this is the chat is on fire tonight. It's by the way, it is good. I want to say this weekend, it's good to have shows where it feels like the chat is alive. A couple of days prior, it was, it was like, where is everybody? But now, you guys are here. Aaron was here yesterday. James was here to kick things off. It does feel like the Olympics are on Sportswire because the last couple of days, it felt like, I don't know, maybe people were on vacation. Maybe they were on a break. I don't know, but it's good that
you bring on the 2 guys who kind of really brought everyone here. Like, we stole WC's Thunder, but if it wasn't for me and Soulja, some of these guys wouldn't even know who Sportswire is. That's shame on them because Sportswire is a hell of a show.
Well, I think they do now. I mean, they do now. They do. It's okay. They know. Trust me. As James, it's funny. James had a line yesterday when I was off the air because I was talking about Aaron Blaze, and I was like, "Boy, felt like it was good to be back on Sportswire." And James was like, "Well, you're always on Sportswire. How could you say you're back?" I'm like, "Well, we had some shows the last several days. Some of them were, weren't like
less oozy than usual."
Pretty much. I think that's his best way I could put it. That I think.
See, I'm smelling too, Drago. I
There
can
you
do
go.
the
Now-
fan.
I'm gonna run through the comments, but I know there's somebody that wants to say hello. But let me get to the
It's
comments
steel.
first.
It's steel.
No, actually, not quite. But
Okay. Okay.
It's not Craven Rage. Would you want Craven Rage to say hello or nah?
Yeah. Because I want to just tell him to get the fuck off.
Are you guys ever gonna wrestle? By the way, you guys.
He won't wrestle me. He won't.
Is that because he needs to book himself to win, or is that I'm missing something?
I mean, he'll come on Sportswire and spoil the match. Oh, Omen beat me, but you just watch.
He actually probably would do that, but he's trying. He's making some improvements. We'll see. JX is a parasite and he eats pizza. Have any of you eaten pizza? Well, to be obviously, I think most people will know where I come from is the home of pizza. So I mean, obviously, I've had pizza, Big Man Cam. But hopefully that cameo, you still give me the cameo that I can air on the air coming up. I'll wait for his response. Also, you give me a date. I'll DM you when we're off the air. I will definitely DM you the minute I'm off the air, and I will have you here by this month. They're not boobs. I'm making fun of his eyes because I'm a POS. What is a POS? Is that like a point of service? No, I think that's a point of service in banking terms. When you have like when you're doing things in a point of sale. It's point of sale. That's a good save. For our business owners. I took accounting. I took economics. Obviously, everybody knows I've been successful, and that was always my economics teacher. Always say POS is point of sale, and that's why I'm here on Sportswire working like a slave, but that's a different conversation for a different time. Thank you for tuning in, though. Thank you for tuning in. Big Man Cam is not a champion. He's just a big old paperweight for BYW. What is a paperweight? Do you guys know what a paperweight is? What is a paperweight?
Big Man Cam and his championship.
A rock is a paperweight.
Yeah, you just there holding something that's more important.
I say. Okay, well, let me get some more comments here. Taff stretchy. Boy, we're getting into boobs, but I mean, this is not the show to do that. That might work on like another show. That might work on other places. Maybe Inside the Ropes when you and Anthony did that. But this is Sportswire. As Aaron Blaze said, Sportswire is like where we all come together from the circuit. This isn't bringing us together. If you want to see boobs and butt, I mean, listen. There's Kim Kardashian out there. There's Jennifer Lopez out there. There's Sydney Sweeney. Well, she doesn't have much of a butt, but there's Sydney Sweeney's out there. You can go out there and check them out. But we're in Sportswire. Give me some wrestling lingo, Big Man Cam. You like some of those references?
Sydney Sweeney is a baddie. I don't know what you're talking about.
She doesn't have. Well, she would have more of, let's say, the top rather than the bottom. Some would say. I obviously know. I'm a family man. I obviously, I'm a reverend. I don't know anything about that stuff. I just, peekaboo. But the point is, some have it more obvious than others. There's obviously, those that would say,
she has a really big assets to her acting career.
It's definitely assets at the top. Some would say Liv Morgan might have more of the bottom than the back than the top. There are some people that might say Jade Cargill has it all. There are some people that would say some might have, let's just say, assets they've paid and purchased for. Others would say, tune in to Sportswire Radio for wrestling talk.
Silver Wolf. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Omen, I wasn't in the Rumble. See, TBK wants to say.
Doesn't matter.
All comments matter right now still. Brother, it's me, win, lose, or whatever. I'm going to talk my stuff. Y'all won one Super Bowl and don't know how to act. I'd say act like you've been there, but I get it. One and done is exciting. So the Eagles have won one, right? But how many did the Ravens win? Was it two, right? They won two? Was it 2 or 1? All right, so 2-1. We'll have to move on.
TBK. Right here with love.
That's why I got the comment covered there. It looks like it's the L. He's making a comment about James. I see. You're listing names, and with all due respect to the Sinners, because they're going to win on the 17th, but all of them together are not equal to your ROVW World Champion, Big Man Cam.
Big Man Child?
Okay, hold on. Big Man Cam. I'll throw it out there. Once we get this new venue up and running, why don't you show up and go in the ring with me? I see you posted on, what is that, Backyard Havoc, that you're facing Isaiah Rage.
Yes.
Well, face somebody better. Come face me.
Well, can I ask about the Backyard Havoc? What are you guys doing November 9th and November 10th?
We don't know.
You don't know? Now, I obviously am not the one that's organizing the event, but I was the one that kind of brought the idea up on the air last week in your chair. Do you think that there could be room made for, a couple of you, or all three of you gentlemen? You think that's a possibility or nah?
I mean, never say never, kid. Never say never.
Well, how about actually, boy, you want to shoot the messenger? Well, you can shoot the messenger right now because it looks to me like I actually just added you guys. We have this big group on Facebook, and apparently, well, I just added all three of you on that group right now, actually, as a matter of fact. So congratulations, because you're actually all added into the Facebook group chat. So now you'll have to see Big Man Cam for the next 3 months in a Facebook Backyard Havoc group chat. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
That
Sorry.
feels like a real.
I knew that was coming. That's why I was like, you know what? Well, I'm just gonna just, Oh, somebody has me. Somebody has me an echo. Let's see who it is. There we go. It's Il Drago. He'll have to fix his. Well, we'll run through the comments. Also here, let's talk about Rage stealing Drago's moves. Want to move on? Let's move on. Let's move on there.
Does anyone want to elaborate on that? I don't know what he stole.
Huh?
You like the answer? I don't know.
We can move on. Hey, Drago, leave the stream. Come back.
Okay, that was a lot better. Yeah, because unfortunately, these things do happen. We'll come back to that. I love GP. Pizza is.
I love GP too.
I actually haven't had pizza in like a while, actually. So maybe I'll get a pass. Thank you for that, though. I'm a piece of fill in the blanks. I'm trying to not cuss so YouTube doesn't get mad at you. Actually, it does help because YouTube does actually look at these things. All love. He does enjoy you guys, and he now really enjoys you guys on the Facebook chat group. He got that name from the Fatal 4-Way at Resurrection. I didn't make it up. He got torn up by 3 other guys. Let me get to some more comments here. TBK, all love, brother. And yeah, Tom, in the math world, 2 will always be greater than 1. I was just wondering, 2 Super Bowls to 1 Super Bowl. And Big Man Cam, there are for sure better opponents. Take the invite to see Soldier GP. You got my details. I love you, GP. Well, yeah, I just added you guys into the group. And I want to say hello to our friends in Small Town Backyard Wrestling. And we're going to have Nolan Money McDermott onto the platform very soon. But there is a man that wants to say hello, and he's so intertwined in your history. He wanted to come in and congratulate you guys on the success of downtown Cedar Rapids, the IMF Performance Center. He's very happy. He's got a new haircut. He's back. He's my friend. He's your friend. The man that I want you to take over, James, at this point. So I'm letting you take over now, James. So good to see you. And what's on your mind? Long time no speak.
Been quite a while, Tom. How the hell are you? And I see the guy flopping his dreads back like he's getting ready to say something. But how you doing, Soldier? You doing all right? How's it feel to have the 4th best stunner in the community? Omen, always good to see you. I thought you were the biggest man.
Hold on. I've watched a couple of your Nemesis sessions when you asked the person who has a better stunner, and 90% of them said me. So I'm just going to throw that out there.
I'd love to see
what it
evidence.
is, my man. You know what it is.
I'd love to see the evidence. I'd love to see the evidence because that same 90% of people that you said was you ain't wrong. Try again. So, but it's all right. It's okay. You got a hell of a stunner up there in the Midwest, but down here in the South, I'm king. Okay. And one of these days, stunner versus stunner, I'm gonna.
When I come down there, when I come down to the South, I'm gonna make you a queen. So
you promise me.
I promise. I've been promising you 2 years, brother. For almost 2 years, I've been promising you that.
It's just stewing. It's stewing and it's building up, Soldier. We can just keep it fresh like that because when it finally boils over and it explodes, it's going to be a match like none other. But I promise you, you put me down in mind, whatever you say you're going to do, then I'll comb your beard for you. How about that?
You're just mad because you can't grow one.
I don't like to hide Fruit Loops and Cheerios and shit.
Maybe it's because you're an owner.
I got kids. I gotta hide stuff.
Yeah,
I got kids. I gotta hide stuff.
I know, but look. I'm a businessman. I don't have to hide no snaggle teeth of mine. All I got to do is just do what I do best, and that's run a business, and make it successful, and make it the cream of the crop that everybody wants to come to. Period.
You're doing a really good job with letting them letting the inmates run the asylum. So more power to you.
On an unbiased,
It's funny, Soldier said
But
that.
hey, outside of IMF, the foundation are, hitmen, we're whatever you want us to be. If you want some control, just hit our line, and we'll show up in ROEW.
I've got it on speed dial, and on an unbiased opinion, Soldier, Omen. What is y'all's thoughts? I'd like to hear, as the owner of ROEW, I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on BYW and they run shit. What do y'all think of that term?
Well,
Your honest
Boy,
opinion,
really
if you have any
grilling them
respect
James
for it.
on air, boy.
all right. So our honest opinion. Well, the last time I was in a ring with CJ Black, what happened?
Oh,
I
know
stunned
that.
him. I stunned the shit out of him and sent him packing. Storm is our brother, foundation brother. He is our foundation brother, but lately he's been popping off of the mouth. So sometimes a brother has to shut up a little, brother. You know what I'm saying?
In the what they would say in the hood or in Uzi terms, he a bitch.
Well, I
All
feel
right.
like we can agree on something. That I know for
James,
sure.
new shirt,
he's
by the
still
way. Different shirts from last time.
New
I saw
shirt. It's 316. There you go. Just got to make sure I sport the markness of myself.
I see. So clever.
But you know what?
Kind.
I'm gonna wear it proud because that's just what we all have heroes, right? But nonetheless, I wouldn't mind seeing the IMF Foundation members
Now, how about
four
Il
down.
Drago? Il Drago has
Go
a match up
after-
there right now with 1,000+ views on YouTube. He's a superstar in the making.
BYW. I think the foundation would be a great opponent or a team or a faction to go against a team such as BYW. I mean, what is that? Backyard Wussies? Beyond? I don't know. Yeah, it could be anything. So I don't know what they're
Backyard
standing
winners.
for.
How about backyard winners?
What are they winning though? They're not winning
Go,
anything.
Tom.
Well, they've got,
Outside
the
Big Man
ROEW, they've got the ROEW Midwestern Championship and the ROEW World Championship. I actually have something for you, James. Now, I know you're going to be here Tuesday at 10:30, but I hear through the grapevine, James, for you that there's going to be a cameo video coming out, apparently acknowledging that Big Man Cam is the world champion of ROEW. Apparently, they're supposed to be coming to cameo near you, and it's going to be on Sportswire. I hear through the grapevine in time for you to be back on Sportswire. That's what I've heard through a birdie. Have you heard this?
That little Tweety bird can do whatever they want and enjoy the time they have with a belt that doesn't belong to them.
Well,
That's
so are you
stolen
saying
property and it belongs to the outsider Jack Delta? And you've got, according to my watch, you got about 48 hours, maybe a little bit more, to get to ROEW and give Jack Delta his belt back, because if not, there are going to be repercussions, Mr. Cam.
Yeah.
Well, James,
Sorry.
boy, you've been.
Hey, we might be those repercussions. We might be those repercussions, right?
Whoa! I don't know.
I get hyped when James lays on the law. Yeah.
Let's not spoil anything. Can we stop with the spoiling on this platform? I mean, literally, can we please stop?
Yeah.
Spoiling, please. Oh my God! Should I go like this the whole evening?
Come on, cut it out, Tom. Look, we're not spoiling nothing. Look, the fact of the matter is, Big Man Cam is a big man. This is a family show. I'm going to say
Thank
he's
you.
a big
Thank
man
you for that,
cat.
James. Thank you so much.
And he's just a big boy toy. He thinks he's something special. He's not. Okay, if there's the only real big man I know is the boogeyman of the Midwest. Okay, that's just my opinion, though.
So kind of you. And actually, James,
I don't know if you can see that, but I bowed.
Well, James, real quick, since you were here, and you have been such a friend to us on Sportswire. You have been my friend. I wanted to make sure that people go out there and hit that sub button for Taffy's Lounge, because we're almost at 1,000 subs, 907. I mean, so if you're out here for the first time, I mean, you need to go hit the sub button to go hear some music, some relaxing, chill beats. James obviously is working his way in the music world. He's accomplished being the greatest TikTok influencer in Stone Cold Steve Austin history. He's become obviously the great. Stop it! You stop ruining my plug. James has become obviously the resident Final Fantasy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle streamer on YouTube, but now he's going into the music world, and you need to hit that sub button for Taffy's Lounge. He's only 93 subs away from 1,000, and if he hits 1,000 subs, well, he's gonna come back and buy. Well, I'm gonna buy you a coffee so James can have a coffee. But the point is that James needs to get to 1,000 subs, and yes, what you need to go hit that sub button. What James Taylor needs to get to 1,000 subs with Taffy's Lounge. What? Just go do it because you want to hear some chill beats, some lo-fi beats, some relaxing beats. And when James gets to 1,000 subs, I'll give him a shiny certificate that has my signature, which he can use to maybe raid my bank account from. But
that's the bottom. Oh, my bad. Because there can't be no other way. Did it, James? For you, buddy.
I think it's just we're just gonna just have fun and talk to the chat while we're here. But also, Big Man Cam wants you off the stream. James Taylor.
Fuck off.
Come on here and make me. This is Tom's show. Only Tom has the authority to kick me off, not you big bastard.
It's my show.
He's 6'17", Big.
Omen Black has
James ain't going nowhere.
Not you. You know what? Omen Black's the biggest man in the history of the backyard underground history. There it is. Big man Cam, you're not a big man. Omen Black's the boogeyman of the Midwest. This is his show and Tom's show.
I don't know how to take this because James never been on my side this much. So
hey, really, you know what? We've known each other for over a year and a half, and I actually, to tell you the truth, I think this is the first time, right? It's the first time in a year and a half we've been doing this Donnybrook over the year and a half, 18, 19 months we've been together, and yeah.
Sorry, Soldier. I know you're giving me that look, but I never had someone on my side this much.
I hate to interrupt. What do you mean by that? Meet you, Mr. Samoan Dragon. How are you? I'm the nemesis, James Taylor, Taft Taylor. I'm sure you heard of me. I haven't heard of you, but that's okay. How are you, kid?
It's nice to meet you. Thank you for that. I have heard of you. I've seen you on here a couple times, so I appreciate that.
I like the beads. I saw the beads a minute ago.
There
you go. Look at you. Got them. You got them. You're ready to rock them. You're ready to go.
Yeah,
you got to watch him in the ring. I've watched a lot of his work in the IMF and in Summer Bash.
I've watched him.
He can go. Let me tell you something. This is the guy I'm really pumped up for to watch it All Out Warfare and a lot of what you'll see coming up in the IMF. Really excited about it.
Can I say something stupid? Something I used to think that was stupid. I used to think those things were peppers.
These are actually seeds.
I feel so stupid when I found out they weren't.
Where do you see the pepper reference?
Don't tell me those look like peppers. From afar,
you
switch.
Really? Not really.
I don't know.
I think we're all.
I'm gonna take your S card.
I look stupid, but
I'm taking your S card.
I have to bring up Joshua Allen's funny comment. I think even James would laugh at. Cam looks more like a tree stump or an oak tree compared to Omen.
Shout out to Josh Allen.
Josh was here last week on the show.
That's my dog. That's my boy right there.
Josh is going to be here Wednesday night, I'm sure, when Jacob Young returns to Sportswire.
I'll say this right now, since we're kind of breaking cave a little bit, but
we are pretty much.
Me and Josh were in talks before Summer Bash, and there was a potential tag team match that's going to take place between Atomic Titan and his tag team partner Xavier Thorne versus
Thorne
versus me and Josh Allen.
Xavier Thorne. That's why we don't like spoilers on Sports Bar. We don't like.
No, it's not a spoiler. No, it supposed to happen at Summer Bash, but TVW didn't show up. Which no shame.
No, Xavier Thorne, I think, didn't show up. I think Xavier Thorne didn't show up. I think that was a smart move on whoever was part that thought that Xavier Thorne.
You were close to seeing the Painmaker and the Boogeyman of the Midwest teaming up.
I think that we are glad that match didn't happen because
I kind of was hoping forward to like get my hands on Titan with Painmaker.
Well, I'll say, let me get to some comments here. Hello to Crescent Peak.
That'd be crazy.
Hope you hit the sub button, Crescent Peak, for IMF, James Taylor, ROEW, and yours truly. You know who has the best stunner or the beat stunner? Drake Golddragon. I'll move on. He was just on. Yes, we saw that. We really live rent free in James Taylor's head, bro. Cannot stop running his mouth. And he said, "I'm winning. I won the ROEW championship Friday night." That's right. Watch your damn mouth. And he said, "What?" Back Dev's like, "What? What?" So James, what? Why is it that you're after me now? I won fair and square under my terms. Jason Storm said non-title. Since when do you listen to Jason Storm, your old nemesis? And Drake Golddragon has a better stunner than either of you.
Whoa,
And
whoa, 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 whoa.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Soldier, did you hear that?
I did hear that. Everybody
Yeah.
knows I had the best one.
Everybody
can
knows
move
you
on.
have the fourth best stunner. Drake
I got the
Golddragon is
best
probably maybe 12th, 13th, maybe at best.
I got the 5th. I have a pretty.
I got the first. I got the
No, I
first.
thought that was Darkfire.
Drake, Gold Dragon's got the second. I got
Hey.
the first. He got the second.
Can I vote for Kevin Owens with the best stunner or not? What?
No, this is in our community.
What?
It's in our community.
Yeah, okay, we'll move on. I know it was in the community. I got that. I'm just having fun.
Tom, you
I'm
got
not
the
sure if
best
the ref.
stunner, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh?
We gonna say something because you got cut off.
I was saying
Let me-
you're the actual one with the best stunner, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Let's move on here. It's because I'm as hard as. Okay. Obviously, Big Man Cam. I know where that's going.
It's a children's show, damn it.
Well, he should know. He has a child. I thought he did. James gives me Tommy Dreamer vibes, but with Mad Mike skills. I love it. Well, that's why we love. And you got to hit that sub button for James on Taffy's Lounge, by the way. Go cheap plug.
Appreciate
James
it.
is trying to get to 1,000 subs. Go hit that sub button. Give him a big hug. James loves hugs. He's a hugger, apparently, but you won't be able to get a lovable hug like when you hug Bailey. But that's
Now,
a
do you
different
really
hug.
get a big hug when you subscribe? I'm asking for a
Yeah,
friend.
from my mascot. From my mascot, yes.
You get an
I do.
AI.
Oh, I'm gonna sub
Here's
10
a very
times.
interesting thing, though. This has been an experimental YouTube channel that I've only had for almost 3 months now, and I'm already
it's
this
3 months,
far.
yeah.
So I think I'm doing all right. I think I'm
Yeah, I
doing
think
something
so.
right.
I think, James, you should obviously experimentally take over Sportswire. We'll have more popularity.
No, Tom, you've already got the best. You've got Omen.
No.
Black.
But Silverwolf's got the best stunner. I think I couldn't agree more. Silverwolf's got the best stunner.
I just lost all respect.
Mac 10. See, Mac 10's just mad because he's that type of wrestler that when he walks out, it's kind of like the Big Show. Everybody just leaves to go to the bathroom.
That was Baron Corbin matches. That's like, or for this community, that's like Backyard Wrestling Nexus interviews on Sportswire. That's the bathroom break.
That's anyone from Racine.
Did
Well,
y'all?
yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Floor is yours, James.
Did y'all get a chance to see my return? And I saw y'all had Anthony, and then a few weeks later, Anthony got to see me again, and I stunned him out of his boots. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Yeah,
What'd you think of it? Not bad for being out of the ring for a year, was it? I mean,
No, not bad.
He got the lucky 1, 2, 3, but I think
Is that the same one that Mac 10 ran away from Matt Cato, dude?
Yes, that was the
Yeah.
opening.
Really
opener.
ran away?
He
Okay.
ran
Yes,
away.
yes,
I don't know
correct.
why he ran away, and then Gabe Sayers cost me the championship.
I'll tell
No,
you
wait,
why.
there was no championship. I'm thinking Big Man County got him on. He cost me the match, period. He cost me the match, Gabe Sayers, and then he flew his ass back to Connecticut or wherever the hell it was.
Connecticut. Although he was really, I disagreed with Gabe Sayers on his basically hate toward the South. I happen to love the South. I love everything that Tennessee and Mississippi has to offer, and I love all 50 states. And I love Iowa, by the way. I love Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I love people to follow the IMF. Please support them on YouTube, support them on Instagram, Facebook, you name it. Go out there and support them. Let me get to a couple more comments here because you're about to get to see another guest here. We'll make sure, though, we're not on here for 3 hours. I promise you on that. But speaking of stolen moves, Rage versus Sean, diving headbutt, just to name one stolen move. Ooh, yes. Somebody here is obviously saying certain things, but I don't know anything about it. 8:23 to 8:30 in that match.
Jesus Christ, who the hell is this guy?
Hey, Halo, I don't know, but that's cool.
Is that Craven? Would you think that's Craven Rage by any chance?
I have no idea. What?
Well, we got to get Craven Rage back on this show, right? No. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on here. Okay,
No comment.
Also, speaking of stolen moves, Rage versus Sean, diving head. Okay, wrong. I think we got that one in here. Jack Delta, by the way, wants to address to the fact that he never put the title on the line against Big Man Cam. I will beat the brakes off you the next time I see you. You give me back the championship or
I
else.
told you. I told you. Big man.
I
Cam
didn't ask.
walking in
Listen,
there.
I didn't say. Listen, I'm only saying what Big Man Cam is saying. I never said that Jack Delta is anything negative. I think I've been pretty clear on that. I'm just saying what Big Man Cam is saying. Mr. Delta finally has come here and he's given his side of the story, and he's saying what you said all along. You said it here tonight on the show earlier in that you said that Jack Delta, from your vantage point, was still the world champion.
Omen Black, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And then Soldier, you're next. Do you think, from the events of what happened this past Friday, do you think Big Man Cam is the new world champion, or was that a non-title match? You're a fan watching.
Man, watching. Oh boy.
It was non-title.
That's what I thought. Soldier, your opinion. Were you a fan? Did you think he...
It was non-title, but possession is 9/10 of the law. So I'm just gonna say.
When I ask you, open challenge, doesn't that equate that if the champion's wrestling in that match? And you said no, but I guess that's the interpretation that Storm, Black, and Cameron are using. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I'm not there. I'm not trying to get in the middle of it. And Halo's referring to Isaiah Rage. I guess obviously somebody is not a fan of Isaiah Rage. I'm not sure why. I mean, I'm sure we'll get him on Sportswire. I'd hope to get him on Sportswire. I think he just had a scheduling conflict. I'm not sure why that's the case, but go play Halo. But nice haircut, by the way, James. The chat's just really fired up. What has gotten into you with that? How did you pull that off, sir?
Let me show you. Do this in front of your screen.
And we're here with the death match.
Come on! Do it!
Hey guys.
Yes.
You gotta do.
Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom.
And hold it
Oh,
still.
I see what he's saying. He's trying to imply when Mac 10 comes on Sportswire, it's bathroom break time.
That's bathroom break for me. I'll be right back.
Mac, he's trying to say when Mac 10 comes on the Sportswire, the viewership drops. Is that what he's trying to say? I think that's what he's implying. He's saying you lose the viewers.
Oh, look who else it is.
Well, speaking of viewership, where the viewership really drops or goes up, it's Anthony.
So I see what's happening now. So Anthony Steele came in and he had to pull on the leash to get Mac 10, his dog, in here with him. I see what it is.
I'm almost waiting for like Big Man Cam to come on. Why is Big Man Cam here?
I love, Tom, how you completely skip over my Silverwolf comment on the comment after. No, you put it up, but I'm talking about the comment afterwards.
I didn't see that. Admittedly, I didn't see it. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I actually didn't see it. I didn't see it. AK Omen.
That's cute. That's cute coming from a guy with baby teeth and huge gums. I love it.
He's drinking Mountain Dew like you are, though, and I'm drinking Mountain Dew. What go after him like that? And he's got energy drinking.
I said baby teeth and gums. I didn't know nothing about his pop drinking. Me and him can crack a cold Mountain Dew anytime.
Okay, well, how are you all gentlemen doing? Anthony Steele's in the house, and Mac 10's here, and what's going on for my friends here?
What up, Drago?
Quiet right now.
What up, Steele?
Anthony, are you forgot to be on Sportswire, or is that what it is? That you were kind of waiting to say something? It's been a while. I know it's been like 2 weeks.
It's been a minute. Gotta handle my business.
Yes.
Gotta handle my business.
It ain't fucking working for me.
Yeah,
Stay still.
You got it.
Stop it.
Back up.
I got my own.
Stupid.
I think tonight's show is just going into
life.
basically we're just here and we're just talking. I think at this point there's no real wrestling talk.
I don't think
You're in the chat with us. That's pretty much it.
I got my own lights. Y'all see this? I don't need that fake ass shit.
Yeah, there you go.
I actually probably have the most lights of all. You guys have about 10 of them in the background, but
I
hey,
feel stupid. Keep doing it.
Well,
But
so what do you guys
it's been a
want to
while,
say?
boys. It's been a while,
yes.
boys.
By the way,
How
Anthony,
y'all-
I saw you were wrestling. I watched your match in Resurrection Wrestling against this guy Xavier Thorne, and your name was spelled Anthony Stell. Is it a new name? Are you wrestling under a new name?
Management are fucking imbeciles.
Ah,
They obviously didn't pass the fucking first grade because spelling is not the fucking motto for Resurrection, I guess.
well,
It'll be all right though. It'll be all right.
the good
Bigger,
news
better
is
things. Bigger, better things coming for Anthony Steele here soon.
Good news, you got a big win though over Xavier Thorne. Obviously, the real wrestling league champion Xavier Thorne. Huge win over Xavier Thorne.
Hey,
Oh,
listen,
yeah, that's a huge one.
what did I tell you? The moment I set foot in the ring with Thorne, I'm going to show him what a real fucking wrestling match is. I'm going to show him what a real Claymore is, and I pinned him 1, 2, 3.
Was that his last match in Resurrection, or do we have one more taping somewhere, like in the next 6 months that'll be aired? Well, we'll see. Or this is his last match?
I think that's his last match.
Wow. Maybe you guys want to sign him in the IMF. You guys are always about all wrestling matters, open collaborations. James, ROEW, Thorne to free agent. You know what? You want to buy a BYW?
New talent right now.
We're not taking any no talent right now.
So much for open collaborations. Hey, Big Man Cam, Backyard Havoc is coming in. Do you want to sign Xavier Thorne to the Backyard Havoc? Hey, Anthony and Mac 10, what are you guys doing on November 9th to 10th? There's this thing is called Backyard Havoc. You guys available? Or, what are you guys doing November 9th to 10th?
I'll be recovering from Carnage Cup still.
Oh, that's right. I'm sponsoring Carnage Cup to buy a ticket from
Yeah,
somebody.
because he's a bitch. He doesn't know what it means.
That's not nice. Don't treat your elders like that. Don't talk to your elders that way. I mean, are you available? That's not nice. But maybe you guys are available for the Backyard Havoc.
Isn't he like right next to you?
So, who goes to sleep first usually?
I don't see him.
Is he in the same room next to you, or
He's behind him.
And who wins the best beard competition? I think Soldier's got it because he has the full beard. I actually don't have a full
I
beard.
don't know. Tom, you kind of.
Nah, I don't think so. Soldier's got it. I don't really have a beard. I have mutton chops, but that's a different conversation. But also, guess I finally made him a real outsider outside of the championship scene. Where is Big Man Cam? Big Man Cam should find his web, but actually no, because the Wi-Fi he'll have bad Wi-Fi connection. We don't want
he uses
that.
Poor excuse of a McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Oh, what is McDonald's Wi-Fi for the audience?
Well,
and also, Big Man Cam, just to confirm, anybody on this stream, including James Taylor, is welcome at Backyard Havoc.
Silverwolf?
Apparently so. He said he'll sign anyone. So his word.
I ain't going if Silverwolf's going.
He said he'll sign anyone. So does that mean that Silverwolf is the next big signing? Am I going to get a collaboration Instagram with Silverwolf being signed to Backyard Havoc? What do you say, guys?
Here's 3 interesting facts about Silverwolf. Number 1, his eyes are actually crossed. Number 2,
he's the host of the Dark Den Podcast Hour. Number 3, he
made himself champion for a whole year.
Number 4, Burger King foot letters.
Big Man wants to say his Wi-Fi only was bad for one stream, and he also now is clarifying. Besides Silverwolf, he'll sign anyone. Besides Silverwolf.
Darn. Also, take C2K out of there too.
I think he's retired. Actually, I think he's actually.
And that shit stain guy. What's his name?
Oh, please don't, Brett. He actually messaged on Facebook a couple weeks ago. He wants to come on the show.
You talking about
Mac Attack or
Zack Attack? Zack Attack.
Yeah, Zack Attack.
It starts with an R, ends with a T. You know where I'm going with this.
It's not Russell Good. You're not talking about Russell.
Is it Ray? Is it Ray? Are you talking Ray?
Ray starts with an R but doesn't end in a T. So.
Rapist. Oh, got it.
Stop that. Listen, we're alive on the air. We have family and other people listening to this. I think the point was that Zack Attack is not at the moment coming to Sportswire Radio. He is not going to be at the moment. He is not at the moment coming to Backyard Havoc. And also, Halo wants to say Anthony has a beautiful championship collection. A better collection than Fletch has, because Anthony's is more hard-earned than Fletch's. I think
that's my baby right there.
And that's my cue to just drink my tea.
Yes, that's obviously because I think when people hear Fletch, it's always like convulsions. People get into convulsions. The guy that apparently is a company owner of somewhere else, and he's just Big Man Cam's a champion of that company. Who is Ray? Ray is he? Why is he? Oh, let's just say Big Man Cam. We'll just leave it at that.
I know what he did there.
Yeah, that's why I said we'll leave it at that. Thank you, Big Man Cam, for letting us know about the comments there. But
what about Loose Cannon? He's Loose Cannon invited?
I have an idea on how he can be invited. You ready? He could open up the show and he could perform his song, the 508. He could perform the 508.
Remember, he's also champion in whatever the fuck the company's called.
Was it
He came on here calling out James, his little baby belt.
Well, listen, he could open up. You know how WrestleMania, they always have like a performing act open up the show? Loose Cannon with 508 could open up the show. The woo chant.
I'd book it as long as Steel could kick his face off. Like in mid-performance with the Claymore.
Sam, I think if you put up $1,000 like the boys did to get Loose Cannon, you could have Loose Cannon perform that same hit single that everybody's talking about still. What do you guys think?
I think it should be the theme song of.
You know what, Big Man Cam? I tell you what, that would be a brilliant idea. Big Man Cam, you know what? I can't wait to see what you have to offer in that cameo, but that's what you need to do. Sign Loose Cannon, give him that $1,000, and that'll be the greatest $1,000 you've ever invested in your life.
That's cheap, big man. That's cheap. That's a bargain right there.
That's like Beyonce. That's like you're getting Beyonce, dude. So
you're getting Beyonce. You're getting Beyonce and Rihanna all in one. Maybe with a mix of Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter
in the form of fucking Loose Cannon. I heard he's getting signed to XCW. That's what I heard.
I heard through the grapevine they signed a guy that apparently might be doing something that Big Man Cam holds a possession of, but I'll leave that at that. I heard. Big Man Cam won't like it very much. He won't like it, boy. But that's a different conversation for a different time. But then again, who wants to talk about XCW right now? He gives me $1,000. So here we go.
I don't know. Your company, Cam, needs some more people. Bring in Loose Cannon. He'll bring the views.
I'll tell you what. Loose Cannon's a headliner. He's an absolute. Could you imagine the Backyard Havoc if you have Loose Cannon and Xavier Thorne? Could you imagine the viewership on that?
It's just that's money.
You talk about you really want to get some publicity. I'll tell you what, they'll draw more publicity than almost anybody you could think of. I'll guarantee you that if you get Loose Cannon and Xavier Thorne at the Backyard Havoc, that might draw more views than maybe, I don't know, Tarzan Duran would. Seriously, I'll bet you any amount of money. If Thorne and Cannon come out to the Havoc, the viewership that they would bring. And, Big Man Cam's, for whatever reason, talking about Sabrina Carpenter. You got to sign Loose Cannon.
Hold on. Time out, Tom. Time out. You're saying Loose Cannon will bring more views than Tarzan Duran?
For their show. Because
if you're scared of Obey, don't be talking like that about Tarzan, because he'll come after you with a sickle.
No, I got that, but I think for those guys, from their vantage point. No, I'm obviously we love having Tarzan on the show. We love Tarzan, and we hope Tarzan comes on right now. I mean, I would love to see Tarzan anytime on the show. Maybe Tarzan could take over Sportswire. Actually,
what about when we get Masada?
But hold on, since we're on that topic of Tarzan and Obey now.
Yes,
I'm going to drop a little something here right quick. Obey is now part of Resurrection.
Well, I heard Obey apparently lives not too far away from you and Anthony now. Are you guys all roommates? Is that the joke here tonight? Or No. I was like, okay, well, that's why you're coming on, actually. So no, but Obey doesn't live near you guys yet by any chance?
And he's about 2.5, 3 hours from us.
Oh, wow. Have you guys had like lunch or dinner yet?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe Big Man Cam's got a few things. Actually, he would like to say that he doesn't want a big star like Xavier Thorne or Loose Cannon. He would certainly want Tarzan Duran, but he's looking for a real draw he can afford, which is like Tarzan Duran and maybe even Jay Lethal, which that would be really. I guess he wants James Taylor.
No, look no further. You have
James Taylor.
5 guys here. No offense, Mac, but you're busy doing Carnage Cup. Hey, congrats. Good luck. But you got 5 guys here who could pull a fucking huge crowd.
There you go.
I think that 6 guys, because you got James Taylor too, is 6.
I brought up James to the 5.
Oh, good. Just want to make sure.
No,
because Tarzan Duran would be 7, right?
No, because it'd be me, Drago, Soldier, Omen, and Tom. That'd be the 5 people.
No. James, you keep forgetting James has 128,000 followers.
James, I mentioned you when I said it.
Hey, James. As CM Punk once said, "Screw you and your fucking thousands of followers."
Well, James has got hundreds of thousands of followers.
How's that chin feel of yours? Because my shoulder's still killing me after a while.
How's that
I'm
hot
perfectly
twist laugh
healed.
that happened?
I'm perfectly healed. But how you like that smack? How's your jaw feel, homie?
Man, that Hawk 2 got me, man. I tell you what.
Oh yeah, so you've met Hawk. You probably know. Does Hawk 2 follow you on TikTok?
Oh yeah, she does.
No, but I wish
You don't know who Hawk 2 is? Wait a minute. Omen Black, you don't know who Hawk 2 is?
I didn't say that. That's
Oh, I was like, wow, really, Omen? I thought we were up to date on things.
that's Mrs. Omen Black at home. She's
Well, you know what? Obviously, you're a hardcore guy. You're a boogeyman of the Midwest. I don't blame you. You obviously,
all I gotta say. If she don't hawk to it, I don't talk to it. You know what I'm saying?
I see. Well, you know what? You are a celebrity in Cedar Rapids, especially now with the news. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. It would not surprise me one bit at all. And that's why you have more followers than James, because you get to see your followers every day, right? Whereas James, he gets to see them on TikTok only.
Shit, I don't know about that, but thank you.
James, do you ever get stopped in the street and go, "Hey, I saw you on TikTok"?
That's what's really all about. Trying to make it big so I can get some more hawk to it from consenting adults. But
you don't mean? Wait a minute. You mean for you guys in the IMF? You don't mean to tell me that there's Hawk 2s that come to the shows? You don't mean to tell me that they're, obviously.
Hey, Tom.
You might not know about me, but I'm a married man. All right, so
I know you are, but I know
you're asking questions, and my wife's sitting right next to me, and I'm not going to answer those.
That's why you're a smart man. But
you're not going to answer those truthfully. No, I'm just.
No, don't do that. No, there's no way.
Man, you're going to get me in trouble, and it's going to get to the point where I'm going to be like blinking, trying to get attention, like I need help.
I think you answered my question, but okay. Well, we're having fun here, and Big Man Cam said 5 guys, and he rolled his eyes. By the way, he rolled his eyes. I don't know why he rolled his eyes. We're just having fun at this point. We're not even talking about anything. We're just join us here in the chat.
No, Big Man Cam's thinking about food now because he said 5 guys.
Well, speaking of links, now, would you guys have room for someone else?
Craven Rage, yeah.
Woo! Well, I would like to see Tarzan here because Tarzan would be awesome. No, seriously, Tarzan would be awesome to have. Could you imagine Tarzan going wild?
Tarzan on.
No, Tarzan's actually, Mac 10's right. Tarzan's a busy man. He's actually, I think he was on today's POR show, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was on. He just wrestled Mr. Anderson last weekend. No, Tarzan Duran's a professional. He's a professional. He's got other things to do. Yes, sir.
I sent you a little message. Show the world the famous Hawk tour that Anthony's very proud of. These guys probably haven't seen it yet.
I've seen it.
Oh no. Okay, I'll play it here. You got to give me like 2 seconds because I have to change the link and put it into
Drago, I'm just gonna let you know you're muted.
Well, he's unmuted now because you told him.
I saw you talking, and then I was like, "Did you not see that you were muted?"
I didn't know. Yeah, I forgot.
Hey, Mac,
my bad.
I never got to ask you a question, Mac. What was the deal with Gabe? How come you were chasing him around and he kept running from you, and then the other dude came out of nowhere, and then you disappeared? What happened to you?
So we want to go there. If you didn't hear the shit talking that Gabe was saying about Jimmy controversy and shit,
I heard something about that.
Yeah.
How you doing, champ? By the way, we're joined by the ROEW World Champion, Big Man Cam.
Where's your belt?
Yeah, I'm about to make some burgers while I talk to y'all.
I told you he was thinking about 5 guys. Now he's making burgers.
Actually,
where's
by
the
way,
belt?
are you making yours, sir? Well done, medium rare. How do you like yours?
I like my burgers well done, but if you
you know what? That's why I always liked you on Sportzwire, because you and I think the same way on that. But apparently, I have something that James Taylor wants me to play, and I think I know what it is because I think I've seen it already. But I'm gonna play it anyway.
If you're a real champ, where's your belt?
Yeah.
He's obviously letting his many fans on TikTok see the belt, and they're using it and they're celebrating with it. So I got you. I got you back on this one.
He's gonna get his ass fined.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Want to get paid?
Hey, Drago, all I'm gonna say is the video's about to pop up. It's Chef's Kiss. Wow.
Hey, yeah, I think I've seen it on TikTok.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck.
Yeah, Anthony played this on TikTok.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck.
There you go.
Smack the dog shit out of that man.
Hey,
There we
speaking
go.
of that hot tour girl, have you seen that other video she did where she was trying to give the lyrics to a song, and then they played the actual song and actually
Concrete
sang it?
jungle with tomatoes.
Yeah, the New York song, and it actually sounds like it after you listen to it. After she said that, it was kind of funny.
You know, it's like 10 years old.
Is it
People
funny
knew
that I
10
just
years
saw that
ago.
today?
No hate. People
No,
didn't
not
know
really.
about that like 10
Other
years
people
ago.
are still seeing it and they're watching it over and over and over because that's just how it goes.
Funny.
We're having a lot of fun here on Sportswire. People,
We feel
Big Man Cam's. What are you doing there? What did you just do to those things? Did you lick the bun? What was that you're looking at?
I eat a
What is that? A banana?
Do it. No, it's a butter.
No.
Do it.
No,
It's butter.
Butter.
It's a
What
banana.
is a banana? Listen,
Do it.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
No, I'm not doing that.
Eat it. Eat it.
If
Eat
you're
it.
a real
Eat
man,
it.
you do it.
Eat it, O's.
Take a bite. Take a bite.
It's for my burgers.
I'll give you $1.
Not doing that.
Give you $2.
Nice shirt,
I feel
25
like
cents.
You know,
How you doing, man?
everyone, I got this. It's a real shame because Jack Delta would have done it.
Jack Delta. He's retired.
That's technically.
He's the real champion.
No, he's not.
I
didn't
thought
beat-
that Big Man Cam won on Friday, though.
He
Big
won
Manny
a
Cam
match,
did 1,
but
2,
he
3,
didn't
I
win
took my
the
credit
title.
I'm just saying, if you're a real champion, you have no. You're gonna let Butter beat you? Come on.
He's a cooker. He's cooking with food. Yes,
Are you cooking for CJ Black?
Yeah,
and Storm?
Eat it. Now swallow it. Swallow it.
Don't spit it out. Oh, he's spitting. He's a spitter.
He's not
He's
a swallower.
spitter.
You didn't even chew it.
It's fucking salted butter. It's disgusting.
Butter's good for you.
Is it?
Actually, it's
Yeah.
not. It's pretty high in sodium.
Oh,
It's good
thank
for
you. Thank you for the intellectual conversation there. Big Man Cam giving us cooking and health lessons with us here.
I'm one to give
Wrong guy.
but
Wrong guy.
Wrong platform, and we're joined here by Il Drago. Everybody's just just having
I
fun.
keep getting a call. I'm sorry, O's.
No problem, no problem. I realize we're going to be here for a little while longer because Big Man Cam's cooking, and that's really the whole point of the show. Tonight was about Big Man Cam deciding he was going to cook for us on air.
That's right. I, did
have a
that
question
when
for you,
was
Tom.
Yes, sir.
Tom, I got. Have you seen Deadpool Wolverine yet?
I actually was asked about this today, and I actually haven't seen it yet, but I plan to see it this week.
Oh man!
I haven't.
No
I have to
spoilers.
see.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, I have to
All right,
see
so here's
that in
the plot.
Borderlands.
So
Thank you for letting us know, Captain. And James Taylor with the Deadpool version. Yes, and how about
James.
Borderlands?
All right. So James, this is what happened at the beginning of the movie.
Don't.
Thank you, Anthony,
Yeah,
for
you're gonna
telling.
ruin it for other guys who haven't seen it. And
Hey,
probably want the cat.
don't.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, I still ain't seen
All
it
right.
yet, O's.
spoiler alert: Deadpool and Wolverine are in the movie.
Well, if he spoils it, I'll mute him. I'll have to mute him for this particular case.
Spoiler alert, everybody dies.
Well, everybody dies in life. Thank you for letting us know.
Spoiler
Yes,
alert,
we all
Civil
die.
War City.
Thank you, Mac 10. This is why you're the landlord of Sports by Radio. Yes, telling us.
I
what we all
love
know.
GP.
I love GP.
Mac 10 with the Hawk Tua like references there. Yes, we're all gonna die, and that's great. I'm looking forward to a death. I'm looking forward to a nice, long, painful death. But thank you for letting us know. I'll have to see Deadpool.
So is Matt 10 at Carnage Cup.
That's not true. Mac 10 might be the winner of Carnage Cup. We don't know. We don't know. You trying to rap for us, Anthony, on air? That's Loose Cannon's job.
Hey, listen, Mac 10 winning Carnage Cup is like James Taylor making it to WWE at his age.
But he's got more followers than Cora Jade on TikTok. I would remind you that James Taylor has technically made it because he has more followers than Cora Jade. Cora Jade could try to show out her assets, and she still has less followers than James Taylor. I mean, she literally.
Yeah, what about that, hot shot?
It's because more people.
You got
like
more.
mine.
Hey, hold on. You got more followers than Mandy Rose?
Who?
She bought hers. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They're bought literally with all that's
From a
enhancement.
doctor.
The enhancement made sure that she had. Her, honest.
Oh, that's great.
I got old. Remember FBI guy, Big Man Vito.
Big Vito, who's actually from Staten Island and was born in Bensonhurst. Yes, he's been mentioned in the local papers here a lot. Yes,
he follows me and I follow him. I talk to him every once in a while.
Why haven't you brought him on the Nemesis session? That would be a great interview.
That'll cost a little bit, Tom.
I know. I heard.
He's gonna charge apparently. So.
Oh, with you being in charge already.
Well, you see, the money I would have used to get him on there, Big Man Cam stole that title like a little coward. So that put a dent in my bank account.
To make burgers with.
Now I have to take it out of his paycheck.
The founder of creativity?
Yes.
Yep. You are the founder. I thought you were BYW.
Yeah, I thought you were BYW. Which one is it?
I'm confused. Cooking lessons with Big Man Cam.
This is a wrestling show, not a cooking show. You big
Truly
bastard.
Big Man Cam. You're going to be the next Rachel Ray and Emerald Lagasse.
Hey, Cam. Guess what? Now you're cooking with Cosby.
Take a bite.
I don't bite raw meat.
Hey, now you're cooking with Cosby.
That's funny, but Big Man Cam cooking for us here. That's what everybody's tuned in for tonight. It wasn't Isaiah Rage coming on. It was actually Big Man Cam cooking for all of us here. What a riveting.
What's wrong, man? You look a little flabbergasted.
Who?
Soldier GP, the IMF World Champion, the man that's going to be seeing Justin Parsley in a minute. Anthony, where is your tag team partner, Justin Parsley, here? Why isn't he here?
Yeah, where's your partner at, Steve?
Where's Justin Parsley?
How come he wasn't
he's a busy man just like me. We can take vacations off Sportswire. It's all right. You got to get ready to whoop fucking Soldier GP's ass.
Did he consultate that with you?
You're lucky I got kids, or I'd be in his fucking corner, beating your ass too.
Shut up, Anthony.
Although I have to say, I loved when Justin Parsley and Rob Slater put Fletch through a table. I thought that was like the greatest moment in XCW history.
I like that chair shot. That chair shot Rob gave Fletch was really nice.
Now, can we get that each and every time on XCW TV? Can we instead of Fletch giving himself new belts and
Fletch is a good guy.
And then booking his tag team partner was supposed to come on here and then just all of a sudden decide, hey, I wasn't going to tell you why I wasn't showing up. At least Isaiah Rage today, I had a last minute issue. But this guy, Il Drago, we'll move on. Il Drago's here. He obviously is a busy man.
Famous right now.
No, it's all good. Listen, we're just hanging out at this point. There's really no conversation. We're just having fun at this point. And Anthony Steele's got the lights on. Mac 10's the werewolf. He's in thought, and Big Man Cam's wearing sunglasses. Are you trying for a TikTok video with glasses? What is? Maybe it's because you're signing autographs with the ROW Championship champ. Is that what it is? Big Man Cam. I'm gonna tell you what this guy. Let me tell you something. This guy is obviously he's living life as he's living large as the ROW World Champion.
Sorry, I'm not as loud as I normally am. My son's finally sleeping. It took me all day to get him to sleep.
That's so good. I'm so happy your son's sleeping because he's obviously sleeping with the
Everyone
champion.
Scream!
Enough. Good luck.
Good luck. Put you on mute. But obviously, it's Big Man Cam's dealing with the pressures of being a champion. That's what it is, right? He's dealing with the pitfalls of being a world champion.
Champion.
Hey, Drago. You like dark humor? You like dark humor?
Oh,
love it, Oos.
I got a joke for you.
Oh boy.
So a man walks into a bar, he grabs a drink, and a woman sits next to him. They start talking.
Yes.
So he builds up enough courage to ask one question. He was like, "All right, would you sleep with me for $1 million?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'll sleep with you for $1 million." He goes, "All right, would you sleep with me for $25?" She goes, "Hell no, I want to sleep with you for $25. What do you think? I'm a whore?" He's like, "We already established that. Now I'm negotiating."
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's obviously
was the man Silverwolf.
We'll move on. Obviously, we wish Silverwolf all the best, and maybe he'll be on. Is Silverwolf on his way? Is Silverwolf on his way back to WCE, or is that just a rumor?
He's on his way to Backyard Havoc.
Well, you said everyone, Big Man Cam. You said everyone.
You did say everyone. You said everyone.
You didn't. Hey, you didn't read the small print at the end of the contract.
He tried to get
Look at
traded.
her. Silverwolf can't read the small print.
You know what I love in the Silverwolf shows when he has the guest on and they like go like this.
Yeah. There's always a sense of confusion. Like, why the fuck am I on?
I don't
the
know what it
show?
is. He doesn't know how to transition into the next segment. Where you go here, it's like okay, like there's a transition. Like
he asks questions and then cuts them off from answering. Oh, I got a comment.
Have you seen the Silverwolf commercial break? He has a commercial break now.
Yeah, it's like right here, so you can see it. Just pay the $10, man.
Well, I obviously those. I guess he just. I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to make it on his own. Maybe he's just trying to be big. I don't know. He's a big man.
There's a thing called DreamWorks.
He's on his way to Backyard Brawl, Summer Smash, and DBW.
I would love to see him in DBW. Could you imagine Silverwolf with Mr. Judgment and Brandon Castelli and Ace
Silverwolf
Christian?
can beat Mr. Judgment for that belt.
He's the guy. I tell you, he's that guy. It's gonna finally take that. It's not Aaron Jones. It's not Roland Havoc. It's not Brandon Castelli. It's not. That's the guy. He's the man. I'm telling you, he's the man to lay DBW into brand new heights. Into DBW.
You know what's sad too? Silverwolf's gonna see this. He's like, "Oh yeah, I can take him. I can take that guy."
I would love. They'd probably bring him in DBW. They'd probably bring him in. They have guys like him on their roster.
Yeah,
they actually do. They have guys
just like he fits in with Backyard Brawl in the company that's not DKW. What's that company called, Cam?
What company?
ALW.
No, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. No. We'll move on here. Obviously, we're gonna move on there. Thank you, Big Man Cam. You're lucky. Unlike Silverwolf, I know how to transition. I don't know who you are, so
why
I'm
are you
not
putting us in
sending
the
you link.
freezer, you freak?
It's the
I don't know
fridge.
who you are.
Get it right.
Why are you putting us
Not
in the
a freezer.
fridge?
Because I felt like it. I can do what I want. I'm the REW.
It was the freezer. You're at range.
That's the fridge. That's the fridge.
Oh, okay.
This is the
And
freezer.
Anthony Steele left. He left the show. Anthony Steele. He left. He just maybe Mac 10 beat him up. He just knows it's time. Oh, there you go.
Who's Stinky? Send him the link. How the fuck?
I don't know who it is. He was here Friday on the stream, and I'm like, "Who are you? I don't know anything about you. You don't know I have no social media presence from you. It's probably just somebody that just wants to have a link." But
fuck it.
He says, "Send me link Noel." There's no Noel here.
Fuck it. Send him.
Who the hell are
I don't have any social media. What is your Instagram?
Put in the comments. Put in the comments.
What's that?
Roll it. Roll the clip.
Oh, the Hulk Tua?
No. It's a summer best joke.
Oh, okay. Well, I obviously am wearing.
Put the link in the comments.
I'm not gonna put the link in the comments, but if you want to message me, I'm on Instagram at the Sports Report 2021. I'll wait for you to DM me.
You're a girl. Hold on. All right.
No, well, we'll find out. Obviously, we'll find out. But okay. Well, obviously, we're getting toward the end of the show here. We'll see what this person says. Anything else anybody wants to say before we move on here? I mean, Big Man Cam's cooking. Anybody else want Drago? Anybody else want to say anything? Anything else of importance?
I just wanted to say hello.
Tune in this Saturday for All Out Warfare.
Oh, and we're going to be here Thursday night, by the way. Thursday night, a bunch of you guys are going to be here. Thursday night, most of us are going to be here. We're going to be talking about the show itself. I am once again sponsoring a ticket. So if somebody would like to go watch the guys, I will make sure somebody gets to go. A fan of your choice, whoever it might be, you get to see your favorite superstars. That's their YouTube page. Please go out there and support them. Add me, ATB. I don't know who ATB is. I just know that you need to give me the ad on Instagram. But that's the IMF's YouTube page. We're going to be here Thursday night, I think about 9:30 Eastern time, around the same time Mr. Rage was supposed to. It could be 10, could be 9:30 or 10. It'll be Central Standard Time, an hour behind. We're going to be here. We'll have most of the guys here on the show Saturday. You'll definitely not want to miss that. That's also something we'll check out. Anything else anybody wants to share?
Yeah, actually, I will say one more thing.
Yes, sir.
How about y'all tune in to Backyard Havoc November 9th and 10th? I mean, it's not going to be live. We're going to post it after, but if any of you guys want to come, let me know.
Silverwolf is going to be there. And loose cannon's gonna open with this song.
That McDonald's Wi-Fi is getting you again, Cam.
I have 5G right now. 5G my ass. But
What are you piggybacking off of Jason Storm's hotspot?
shut up, James Taylor. You Minecraft.
Let me ask you something. Now that you're here and you decided to actually talk to me like a man, so who's the bitch in BYW? Is it you, or is it CJ Black, or is it Jason Storm?
My biggest guess is that it's James Taylor because he still hasn't shown up.
My name wasn't in that question. The question is of you two guys. I mean, I can understand that dumbass haircut you got. You got like maybe 2 brain cells left
Haircut
over.
you got? Were you trying to sound like Stone Cold there? Your accent.
I didn't say I was not doing no damn Stone Cold catchphrases. I was asking you a damn question. You obviously don't know how it works in the South, do you?
That's all I hear right now.
Well, that's the Backyard Havoc. If you want to see it, that's November 9th to 10th. We'll be talking about
Seriously,
it.
if you guys want to come, let me know. Or send anybody my way. Or Kron's way.
That's it. That's all you got.
Okay, Silver Wolf. You need to have Silver Wolf there.
We're not taking Silver Wolf. I mean,
He didn't say no to Tyler Ark. He said no Silver Wolf.
Craven Rage.
Well, Nicholas Crampton says Tyler Ark. He thinks that he can turn it around, or sort of turn it around. I don't want to say he can turn it around, but there's more of a chance. I want to make sure I rephrase that. But
come on, Stinky, get in here.
Anything else anybody wants to say? I have a feeling that we'll see sayonara to Stinky another time. But anything else anybody wants to say before we move on here? Anything else anybody has? I think it's good to see you back, Omen. You look good tonight. I hope you're in better spirits. If I could say that, you're obviously. I just want to say, if I could say something. Actually, I actually want to say something, if you don't mind. Actually, Omen, I just want to say this. You are very. Let me break the fourth wall for a second, if you don't mind. I won't go into too many details, but I want to say this. On this platform, Omen, you are valued. In this movement, you are at the forefront. In everything you've done, you will always be recognized and appreciated for what you've done. I know that obviously sometimes life goes through pitfalls and everybody goes through their ups and downs. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows, but on this platform, you are certainly beloved. You are appreciated. And I know, obviously, there are moments that we all go through. Famously, the Tribal Cheese talked about a couple of months ago, his own mental health battle. He talked about it. He left wrestling. He talked about just everything he went through. And he just said, you know what? I can't do it anymore. There are people that go on, and it's a struggle. It's a real thing in the world, and it's become a certain thing in society. But I want you to know that you should, whenever you have those moments, always think of the good. Always think of everything that I believe, again, that you've done for us. You've done for the IMF. You've done for, obviously, Summer Bash, connecting with all these great gentlemen that you would never have connected with. So I know, obviously, you're going through different things. We're all rooting for you. But I just want to say that never feel that you're alone, because there's a lot of people, and I'm going to break the fourth wall again, that I'm sure if you felt like you could talk to somebody, that they would absolutely 1,000% have you back, and they would talk to you at any moment. And as I said it to you, I say the same things on the air and off the air. If you ever need anything, you hit me up, you message me, you want to have a chat. Doesn't even have to be about wrestling. Don't even have to be about anything. You are a friend. You are a great friend. We value you here on this platform. You make life a lot more enjoyable. You make life a lot more interesting. You make things special. And you are a very special man who has done a lot, not only inside the wrestling circuit, but I'm sure at home with your family. And, again, I'm not going to go into too many details, but I just want you to know that you're always welcomed here. You're always appreciated. And, like I said, I know you're going through certain things, and, obviously people are rooting for you, praying for you. Again, I have no jurisdiction, no anything to say, whatever it is, but I just want you to know that you're always welcome here, and we support anybody that's going through any type of situation. And I can tell you, at least firsthand, I'm here, and I'll drop all my stuff if there's something, even if it's just a chat for a couple of minutes, just to check in. Hey, I need to talk. I need a conversation, need a helping hand, whatever it might be. And this goes for anybody here. Anybody here in the chat, anybody in the chat that's watching this, anybody that's been on the platform, anybody that's in the Hall of Fame, not in the Hall of Fame, whatever it might be. If you need something, and if I could be of assistance, I'll be happy to drop my stuff. I'm available anytime. I'm on all these different platforms. If you know me, you can find me. And I just want you to know that you're always valued here. And I hope that whatever you're going through, that you just know that there are people, there are friends that they would, I'm sure, go to bat for you and help you anytime. So again, I don't want to go into too many details, but I'd just like to let you know that you are very loved. You are very appreciated. And I think that a lot of people in the community would be very disappointed if you obviously continue to have certain thoughts and things and they couldn't have been of assistance. Because I think a lot of people were, I want to say one more thing on this. Actually, a wrestler messaged me, an independent wrestler in the UK. We were talking, and he's going to come back on the platform. I won't say his name. He knows his name. And we were talking. And he said, I look at you guys on this platform. And he said, backyard wrestling, the community sticks together. I'm, in my independent wrestling scene, there's none of that. It's a lot of what's kind of been said here, but it might be said by some, the backyard wrestling community. We're not together. We're always fighting. But if somebody from the outside could see that us here in the backyard in the underground wrestling circuit, we stick together in a situation that you are going through, which I won't get into on the air, we all stick together and we support you. And just know that there are a lot of friends out in this chat, whether it's here in this stream or in the community, people you've touched upon that do consider you a friend. And when one person in the community suffers, we all suffer. So I just want to put that out there. So that's my thought. You can do whatever you want, but I just like to extend that because I would be remiss if I didn't get a chance to mention that before we sign off.
No, I really appreciate it. I'll get into a little bit, but just my life in the past month and a half has been really rough, mentally and emotionally, just physically. It has just been very tolling on my mental state. And my own tag team partner, I haven't even told him this, but I guess I'm going to do it now. But there's 2 weeks ago, there was a chance that I wasn't going to be here on Sportswire. And, recently a wise man told me that, we mute that. But, a wise man told me, I'd rather have the phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning from you instead of getting a phone call from your parents saying you weren't here. So, it's been rough. It's been very rough. And I appreciate everyone. So, yeah.
Hey, to piggyback off what Tom said too, now I'm out of character completely. Cameron.
With a McDonald's Wi-Fi, basically,
it's like watching a 1920s movie.
It's a Wonderful Life is Christmas time, Anthony. It's not quite Christmas yet.
Look, all hours of the day. Seriously, I've dealt with a lot of the same stuff. Former, I got people.
He was saying he was a former corrections officer. He dealt with a lot of this on a daily basis. Basically, I'm translating for him.
Translation.
Big Man Cam saying he's there for you as a fellow big man. He'll cook you another hamburger, well done, of your choice. But in all seriousness, he loves you. He's gotten a chance to meet you at Summer Bash. He's looking forward to seeing you at Backyard Havoc. Forget about everything that's the past. We want to see you here. You've got so much to offer. You're a young man. You have a beautiful family still. You have a great family. I'm sure that cares for you. You're a huge part of the community, and you're a huge part of this community on Sportswire, which you're absolutely right. You did build Sportswire. Well, leave aside things. Yes, IMF played a huge hand in Sportswire, just like all these guys here on the stream and the people out there. And that's why people don't want to see you go anywhere but be here. And if there's anything we can do, you're always available. And yes, Zilla's even saying she'd hug you if it's whatever that's worth. But Zilla would give you a hug. And, like the Tribal Cheese talked about it, the struggle is real for people. Listen, the CCW guys have opened and talked about it. I mean, there is, people that have talked about this. And I just, I don't want to turn it into that. But, I just want you to know that, a lot of people out there that
we love you.
Yes. That's what we say. Yes.
Oh no,
Oh,
There you go.
I was just saying we love you, Oos.
I appreciate
oh,
it.
oh, man.
All right.
Listen,
Hey, brother, you already know how I feel. We've had these conversations behind the scenes. I'm here.
Yeah.
Any time of the day. You know, like that. That was a wise man. That wise man did say something like that, and that was really good. And he really meant it. Trust me. He really meant it.
I'll say this, Omen. There's one good thing that James has done, and that's connect me with y'all.
Oh, good. I was
Right,
like,
look.
oof.
I'll say this: driving up to Iowa, meeting all y'all, especially you. Like my full intent going there was to face you, and being able to step in that ring and shit, dude. You know this. I was rusty as a motherfucker. I hadn't been in a ring in 6 months. Like I was doing my own thing, and like I'll say, you helped carry me a little bit in that match. You know, get me back to where I was. You know where I was at, and I look at it as we've created a bond, a brotherhood from that day on. Like me and you, we'll sit there and talk. We'll like you'll be at work driving. I'll be on the phone with you, just shooting the shit with you. Like that's the thing that I love mostly about the community, because I can't say everyone does it. Is creating that family, creating that bond with like fellow wrestlers that you meet along the way, and just having that that understanding that this and here we play a character, but real life shit still happens. Like just because I play Anthony Steele and James plays James Taylor and Mac 10 plays Mac 10 and Cam plays Big Man Cam and all that, like that's not, they don't go through the everyday struggle that we do. Like they don't go through our everyday fucking life. Like that's the one thing that I want a lot. Like I guess break the wall and be fucking, not fucking me, I guess. But you gotta understand, man. We all love you. We all care about you. I love every person on this fucking screen right now. James a little bit less, but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But Omen, I'll say this. I know you don't want people seeing you cry. It's all right, buddy. I know those are tears of joy. But every single person on here, I'll at least speak for everyone on here, on this screen right now. We all got you. First of all, I don't sleep. I don't sleep until the morning time. So if you need someone to talk to, bro, I'm there. I'm on that shit. And trust me, I don't mind blowing up a motherfucker's phone. So don't mind blowing up mine. Shut up, Cam. You don't know shit.
Told me to tell me a joke yesterday.
It was today, actually.
Let him enjoy his hamburger.
But listen, man, like we're a family here. Sportswire is a family.
Yeah, listen, and you know what? And I said it was good. This weekend was good in a way, and I'm glad that I did bring it up because it did feel like we're back this weekend. Because look, the last couple of days, yes, and Anthony's will be here tomorrow. I mean, I don't want to say we had mid guys on the show, but we're all Wrestling Matters, and you got to give everybody a shot. But this feels the way it should be. And Omen, you're a huge part of that, and I think everybody here on the stream is, a huge part of that is, the guys that aren't here that are, or in the chat, or they'll watch this, they'll get it. And I think that's why I thought that it would be important to bring it up because, again, every day is a battle. I know that everybody goes through their things. And I think when one person goes through something, everybody does feel it. Everybody does go through that. And I just want to say, and I think Anthony pretty much hit the nail on the head. Everybody would support you. And if there's anything anybody can do, people I think, would be more than happy to support you. You've gone out of your way to do so much and travel and go to these places and, connect with people. I think that people definitely, they see the human element. And I think that people definitely would have you back. And I think everybody here has you back, Omen. So, I think that's that, Anybody else want to say about it?
Omen, all you got to do is call up Cam.
Cam will literally sit there, put on a wig, and give you a big old kiss.
Dude, I answered deal right away.
He was a corrections officer. He was not an inmate. He was a corrections officer.
I heard the stories. I've heard the stories. I know what that motherfucker did. All right, no, I'm just kidding.
No, let's not go there.
But no, like, on some real shit, man.
I think
Like,
that's
you were
Fletch.
one of
I think that's Fletch's deal. Ask Fletch about that. Not Big Man K. Oh.
Omen, on some real shit. You were one of the realest guys I've ever met in this industry. Like you're like me, and that's why we get along. Is I call it the cutthroat era because people like us will tell you how it is, whether your feelings get hurt or not.
And I think that's why Sportswire, people know that this is the one platform. We tackle everyday issues. We talk about the truths. We don't go lovey-dovey, and we don't go and make believe. I think that sometimes people want that. Yeah, there's people that tell me, I just want to talk about the character. I just, but the truth is that. Look, it's happening in ESW right now. Austin G's like Mr. Wood, the guy that came on here. I mean, he's talking about his company's basically collapsed.
El Broco Del Rio.
Well, his company is going to be El Broco Collapso now. But the point is that, we are talking about things and everybody sees that this is a real platform. And I think that that's why everybody's bonded, and the people that are here. The community tells you who they want to listen to. The community tells you who they think that they believe in. And by and large, the guys that are here, I think, or the companies they represent are those people that are what community sees through. And they see that's why they feel that way and support. I mean, that's just, to me, what I think. I mean,
how about this, Omen? Next time I come up to Iowa, I'll buy you a hot dog. I got you.
And will you give him a handshake also?
I got the and the hot dog.
You're gonna eat meat. See, I got this running on the TV as well, and it's like a little bit behind. And I look up, and Big Man Cam, you're going to town on that fucking hamburger. Like, you're just like,
That's gonna be him when you see James Taylor in ROW.
I got you something. Mac ain't had an old lady in a while. You can put on that wig.
He was a corrections officer, not an inmate. He was a corrections officer.
Mac can't say it. A mouse, a mouth. A mouse, a mouth.
He was a
Tom. I'm gonna tell you this. Being a corrections officer has nothing to do with it, for the simple fact I was one for a while.
Hey, listen. Cam told me.
Cam's place.
There's a lot of shit that goes on.
Corrections officer.
But Cam told me. Cam straight up told me. He said he taught them inmates some stuff, and the inmates taught him some stuff. So
listen, I'm gonna let Big Ben Cam. I want to say I'm not gonna ask you about those questions, sir. I'm gonna let that stuff fly because I obviously am a big fan of yours, and I can't wait to see that cameo from you. So, sir, I'm not gonna ask you about that.
No.
His last cameo. Come on, are you gonna have a shirt on at least this time?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that it's time. We're in the witching hour. I think we've got the point. Omen, I hope that we all love you. We're all with you. We got your back. I think we've pretty much said what we had to say. The reason we were here tonight was originally Isaiah Rage was supposed to be here, but we got a better show because we got to see what Sportswire Radio is all about. The IMF made their announcement ahead of their show coming up this Saturday at All Out Warfare in the Palo Community Center, downtown Cedar Rapids. They're going to have the IMF Performance Center. They'll talk more about that Thursday show. We're going to have Omen Black. We're going to have Soldier GP, Il Drago, and also who joined me was Mac 10, the Deathmatch Werewolf, the landlord of Sportswire Radio. He'll be in the ring coming up August 24th at the All Wrestling Matters Hardcore Tournament for NEW.
David Hasselhoff down there.
Will be here tomorrow at some point. He's the real deal. He'll probably have something else. The guy have something to ask him about. Big Man Cam, who's recreating his days in whatever place he was a corrections officer.
That's David Hasselhoff right there eating a cheeseburger on the floor.
David Hasselhoff, that's Baywatch. He was in a corrections facility as an officer. But obviously, Pamela Anderson's not on the But Carmen Electra is on X. You can follow her on her OnlyFans page. And we're also here joined by Mr. James Taylor, the legendary 128,000 follower man, the man that has more followers than Cora Jade, who might try to take her shirt off, but she still has less followers than James Taylor. James Taylor, the greatest owner in maybe wrestling history. He is the owner of ROEW. He made his return in Resurrection Wrestling. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce. I'll be here at some point tomorrow with some of these cast of characters, and James will be back here Tuesday at 10:30, and who knows who else will be here. And Big Man Cam will still be eating a burger, not from McDonald's. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the #1 Global Radio